The Mets, step right up and greet the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life, because the Mets are really socking the ball, knocking those home runs over the wall. East side, west side, everybody's coming down to meet the Mets of New York town. Oh, the butcher and the baker and the people on the streets, where do they go? To meet the Mets! Oh, they're hollering and cheering and they're jumping in their seats, where do they go? To meet the Mets! All the fans are true to the orange and blue, so hurry up and come on down, 'cause we got ourselves a ball club, the Mets of New York town. Give 'em a yell, give 'em a hand, and let 'em know you're rooting in the stand. Come on and meet the Mets, meet the Mets. Step right up and greet the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life, because the Mets are really socking the ball, knocking those home runs over the wall. East side, west side, everybody's coming down to meet the Mets of New York town, of New York town.
What's up, Mets fans? We were back live for another live stream here today, in-game live stream. Just like last night, after a victory for the Amazins, in which they won 5-3, they look to hopefully get the series split today with Rich Hill, the southpaw, nicknamed Dick Mountain. If you guys don't know by now, the 41-year-old veteran is looking to make another start for the Mets tonight, facing off against today, I should say, not tonight, against a fellow southpaw. And no, it's not Trevor Rogers, because he's currently on a leave of absence for, I believe, family medical reasons. So I hope everything's okay with him and his family. But it's going to actually now be Braxton Garrett, the southpaw, who has an over 4-year array and a handful of starts for the Marlins this year. So before I go any further, I just want to say thank you all so much to everyone chiming in. Ryan, Alex, Jackson, all you guys, thank you so much for chiming in the chat. Ray, going down the list here further. Robert, Epic, Newbie, all you guys. AB, thank you so much for chiming in, guys. If you're just chiming in, you're excited for today's game, which will hopefully be a good one in the Mets' favor, please make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. Again, you guys know the drill by now. But yeah, my software, unfortunately, is acting a little finicky today. I think it's from yesterday as well. So no less, hoping for the best today. As long as my software can hold up, I do intend on streaming both the game, where I share my own in-game commentary and reaction, along with I should be going live around 7 p.m. Eastern time today to recap this series and preview the upcoming series against the Phillies and our latest segment of New York Mets talk. So Michael King, great member on the channel. Happy to have you here. NYR Gaming, how are you? Happy to have you here, my man. Again, thank you all so much, everyone just chiming in. Ethan, how's it going, buddy? All you guys, appreciate everyone that chimed in last night's live stream. To people that chime in that donate, thank you so much for the donations. That really does mean a lot. And for the likes, subscriptions, all that fun stuff, it really does mean a lot to me. So again, thank you. I apologize if I'm a little tired to start off the stream, just because late night last night for me personally. And as we know, it's an early bird game for the Mets. And because of that reason, because of not necessarily wanting to push things with guys like McNeil, along with Nimmo, because they've been dealing with some injuries, as we know. Albert Almora Jr. does have the start in center today, which from an offensive standpoint is not good. We all know this. But the rationale that went behind it is that it's a better defensive replacement right now than Kevin Pillar, especially with Rich Hill being a fly ball pitcher. So we'll see how Almora does. I'm not expecting much of anything offensively. And Jeff McNeil's out, and Jonathan Villar is going to take over for him at second base. So it's tough not seeing these guys in the lineup. But again, lefty-lefty matchups are one thing to focus on, even though Nimmo hasn't done terrible against lefties at all this year. But two, also going from a late night last night to early short rest this morning, early afternoon, I should say. It makes sense why they're not in the lineup, but they should at least be back as pinch hitting options later in the game. Dave, my good friend, Dave, how are you, buddy? Thank you so much for chiming in. Alex, Aiden, all you guys. Is Diaz back today? I'm not sure. I did not see if he was activated from being on the the list because I know he was having a kid. I honestly am not sure. I have not seen a report to indicate that. So I'm going to go with the assumption that no, Diaz is not available. My guess is he'll be available come the Phillies series, but we'll see. Oh, blacklisted, no problem, my man. Thank you so much, though, for keeping me updated. I appreciate that. I'll be going to the Mets Dodgers game. Which game exactly? I'll be going to the one next Friday, the blackout. I will be in attendance for that. So hopefully we can for sure meet up if you'll be there. And again, thank you for whatever you sent, my friend. That means a lot. Um, we actually do want Diaz back. Yes, Diaz is a good closer. He very much is, but he is not available today. So that's fine. Hopefully we can get a quality start today from Rich Hill. You know, if he somehow, some way can go 6 innings, that'd be awesome. I'm going to go with the assumption he goes around 5, though, tops, but we'll see. Today isn't even a 1 p.m. game. Today's a 12:10 game. Today's not a 1 p.m. game. Today's a very early game. Thomas, what's up, my man? Happy to have you here. To everyone just chiming in the stream, appreciate you guys. Again, big day on the channel today. The Amazins look to split the series against the Marlins, as we know. So if you're watching this live on replay, thank you for being here. And then after this game, however the outcome is going to be, we're more than likely going to be live later today at 7 p.m. Eastern time for a new episode of New York Mets Talk. So stay tuned for that as well. But yeah, just thank you all so much for being here. Do I think this is a turning point for the Mets? I hope so. If the Mets can squeeze out another W today, then yes, you're definitely gonna have positive vibes going into Philly. I will also be I'll be reiterating this plenty for when I actually am there from now until that point. But I will be with the 7 line, part of the 7 line on Saturday in Philly. So if you guys are going to the game, of course, look out for your boy. I'm really, really excited for that. That'll be my first time actually in attendance with the 7 line. I'm doing the same with them in September in Boston, but was able to luck out and get some tickets beforehand. Lefty, how are you, my man? Eli, what's up, Eli? All you guys. Jeff, if the Mets win, the Mets will be in an okay spot. Not a great spot, but an okay spot. Well, yeah, they'll be hopefully in a better spot, but it's one of those things where every win is so crucial now because if the Mets say lose today and the Phillies win today, then, the Mets only have a half game lead on the division. So they really need to make sure that they win today for sure. What's up with Jake? He had a flare up, unfortunately, and it is involved with his elbow, which is not great. But they're staying optimistic. He says he's been feeling better. He hasn't been thrown off the mound yet, obviously, but just moving around, everything feels fine. So they're being very precautionary with Jake, but odds are he will hopefully be back in beginning of September. He's shut down for 2 weeks until the halfway point of August. Then he can start throwing again as long as there's no more setbacks. And then he should be hopefully in line to be back with the team and starting in September along with Noah Syndergaard. Who's catcher? I believe McCann is catching today. Who the hell is Jake? Jake as in Jacob deGrom. Anything about Walker's woes? It's unfortunate. I think there's multiple factors that are going into it. I think if the Mets can afford it, they should skip a start for him. I know that ideally it's not necessarily the best look to have your starting pitcher be skipped to start when naturally, just like a hitter, you normally get them back in the groove of things. They have to stay in their routine. But I think Walker could use a little extra rest, to be honest. He's looking a little gassed out there. Can't wait for my Phils to sweep, y'all. I appreciate the $2 donation, my man, but you're sorely mistaken. So I'll take that donation, especially. That's even better. So thank you for that. It's going to be a massive series, though. Whoever wins that series will be leading the division more than likely. So yeah, big series for sure. Almora is starting for a defensive upside with Rich Hill being a fly ball pitcher. And Kevin Pillar, they believe that Almora can bring more defensive upside than Pillar for today. So that's the rationale behind it. And because of Nimmo, they don't want him to be on short rest like McNeil today, as they have dealt with some hammy injuries, as we know, to varying degrees this year. So they don't want to push anything, which I understand. Will I be live tomorrow? No, I will not be live for any of the games against the Phillies, especially because I'll be in attendance on Saturday. Yes, absolutely. There is a strong chance DeGrom and Thor will be arriving back with the Mets around the same time. But again, that is yet to be seen on an exact date. Your uncle's at the game? Awesome, Jackson. Don't expect any offense today. We'll see, Louis. I mean, it's a southpaw that isn't anything crazy, but again, Mets and southpaws do not go well together this year, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, guys, Braxton Garrett, if you don't know, has just over 4 ERA and a handful of games for the Marlins this year. He's coming in really kind of last second over the past day or so for Trevor Rogers, who's the stud southpaw rookie ace, if you will, for the Marlins. But he has left the club for family medical reasons, so hoping everything's okay on his front. But because of that reason, that's why Braxton has now gone to start. And I apologize if I have any lags in the stream too, guys. It's just because my software has been acting up lately. First pitch, however, is going to be fouled back by VR at 0-1 on the count, and that is how this game gets underway, folks. Yeah, there's obviously low expectations with Thor, and anything that positive that comes out of him is a huge plus for sure. All right, that's going to be a curveball that misses the outside corner. 1-1 on the count. Some strong break on the curveball, however, from Garrett. Something to keep an eye on in this game because the Mets have not fared well against curveballs this year. And the 1-1, and that's going to be an 89 mile per hour heater inside, right above the knees, and it's 1-2 now on the count. Okay, and that's going to be a fastball inside, and it's now going to be 2-2. Back even on the count, folks. Again, if you're just chiming in, thank you for being here, everybody. Hey, where are you from the looks of it? Almost, let's see. Almost in September. Do you think the Mets could make a post? Absolutely. Mets have as good of a chance to make postseason as ever still. VR is going to pop out. Oh, pardon me, my bad. That I didn't see the full angle. Jonathan VR gets an infield hit. When I saw it from the angle, because I looked away for 1 second to read the chat, it looked like he popped and flew out, but that wasn't the case. It was just a little pop chopper. Wow, it just wait. Oh, it came off. It came right off home plate. Okay, that was weird. That was very weird. And I'm lagging a lot. I apologize, guys. I'm gonna try to fix it as the stream goes on. But yeah, that was bizarre. It looks like a clear pop up. Yeah, give me 1 second, guys, as I try to remedy this lag. Hopefully, it gets better. Either way, first pitch to P is gonna be fastball inside. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna try to fix this because it is pretty laggy. So bear with me 1 second, everybody. I will probably disconnect for a second, so just bear with me. All right, guys, this might be worse. I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. I know it probably look pixelated right now. I apologize. It's 1-1 on the count, however. And again, the connection will hopefully get better throughout the stream, folks. We're gonna just kind of see what happens because again, my software took a beating last night because of the 4-hour stream, and probably not used to this. 1-1 on the count, no less. And that's gonna be in the dirt. And now it's gonna be 2-1 on the count of Pete. What's up, Alan? Happy to have you in the chat, buddy. Yeah, oh my goodness. All right, guys, just hold on. I'm going to disconnect one more time. Just trying to get this figured out because, not looking too hot with the software right now. Hold on, folks. Pete's going to take a fastball in at the hands. But again, I'll be right back, everybody. Just bear with me 1 second. Just give me 1 second, guys. My apologies for the delay, everybody. I was trying to fix the stream. Hopefully, this will be better now. We'll see what happens. JD just strikes out, unfortunately. So I guess I'm bad luck. But no less, the Mets are still have bases juice now with 1 out. Thank you, everybody that waited. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, software has just been acting up a little bit today. I'm probably a little pixelated right now. My apologies if that is in fact the case. But hopefully, the stream will be a little bit better quality here going forward. But something tells me it's just going to be a lag city throughout the entire time. And I apologize if that is in fact the case. That's not what I had intentions of today, but the software had other plans, unfortunately. So we'll see how this goes because I know I'm lagging pretty bad right now, which is ridiculous. Hold on, folks. All right, folks. So it's 0-1 on the count for Javi Baez. And the 0-1. And that's going to be chopper foul to the left side by the third baseline. And it's 0-2. Baez down to his final strike here. All right, guys, I think we'll be good. I'm going to be looking at the chat through my phone, and I think I'll be fine that way. I don't know why. It's when my software is weird. I don't know how else to explain it. I need to get better. I need to get better Wi-Fi connection again. Probably gonna have to buy one of those like personal room ones because the thing I've been using for a while was good until I got back home from vacation in June, and things haven't been the same. As Baez strikes out there again, Javi's gonna swing at everything. I'm not surprised by that, but no less. Now there's 2 outs, bases still loaded, and the Mets are getting close to getting nothing out of this. Unfortunately, might I add. It's frustrating when this kind of stuff happens. All right, Michael Conforto. Bases juice, 2 outs, lefty on lefty. First pitch, Conforto takes a called ball, curveball that just missed the bottom right corner of the zone. Michael, who had himself in the eyes of Louis Rojas, his best game of the season yesterday, hitting opposite field and also gained a deep double, centered all the way deep at center off a lefty. So we'll see if Michael can continue to clutch up like he did yesterday. And again, thank you all so much, everyone chiming in. Appreciate you guys. Kenny, Hayden, all you guys, thank you so much for chiming in. Please make sure to smash that like and subscribe on again. That's going to be fastball 9. He misses the outside corner. Good eye by Michael here to start off the count 2-0. Jorge Alfaro, I didn't even mention this, who was playing in left field the first couple games of the series, now finds himself back at catcher for Miami. I think the connection is doing better now, folks. Like I said, my software is just stupid. I don't know what else to say about it. So I'm not even looking in my software. I'm looking through my phone at the stream and looking at the chat. But either way, we'll do what we got to do, right? That's going to be a fastball. Oh, that's a BS call after the last two, after the first curveball. Whatever. It's 2-1. Fastball at the knees, called strike. Connection's good. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad, guys. All right, 2-1 to Michael. And the pitch. Misses down. 91 with the heater. It's 3-1. Hitters count now for Conforto. All right, guys, this is perfect time. Michael. Come on, Mike. Come on, baby. Mike needs to Mike should just let a run walk in. If that needs to be the case. Don't swing at anything else. Oh no. Fly out. That's Mets baseball this year in a nutshell. Oh my goodness. I don't know why Michael swung there, because that would have been probably called a strike, but that would have been a 3-2 count then. Man, that's tough. That sucks. Mets lead bases juice and come out with nothing, folks. Not a good time. Not a good time. What's up, Asia? That was ball four. Now, Thomas, given the last strike they called, that probably would have been a called strike too. So I wouldn't go the lengths of saying it would have been ball four. If it's Hernandez, if it's Angel Hernandez again, umpiring, then maybe. But I don't know. I know bases low, no outs, and the Mets don't score. Yes, it's that kind of day, folks. It's frustrating. It's beyond frustrating as all hell. Trust me, I'm aware. Give me 1 second, everybody. I'm just setting up the stream again. Hold on, everybody. You guys don't need to apologize at me. You guys are real ones. Apologizing at me because of Michael's struggles. That's how I know you guys are real ones. Either way, though, Rich Hill's on the mound, folks. Let's see what Rich can bring us today. My assumption will hopefully be a solid 5 innings. If we can get 6, that'd be awesome, especially with how the pen's been worked. But no less, the first pitch is going to be fouled off on the 86-mile-per-hour heater to Miguel Rojas, the unsung captain, I think we could all probably say, for the Marlins. Part of the Chris Rose rotation for John Boy. Great podcast. They have it on YouTube and wherever you get your podcast. Highly suggest you check it out if you haven't. They have great conversations. Trevor May is part of that rotation as well. And Dom Smith was on an episode recently. 1-1 on the count here to Rojas, though, guys. As the Mets, who just had bases loaded with no outs, managed to do nothing. Tough luck. And that's going to be fastball upstairs, 86. Rojas can get there. It's 1-2. Conforto is a superior player to JBJ. There's no denying that. Look at his numbers this year, especially. And Springer, that contract's horrendous. I'm content with the Mets not getting Springer after everything that transpired. Just sub. Thank you so much for the sub, Kenny. Get better, Kenny. I know that I believe what you're doing with a hamstring strain right now. Get better, my man. Wishing you the best. 1-2 on the count here, folks, for Dick Mound. Best nickname in all of baseball. Can't tell me otherwise. The fact that he embraces it is fantastic. And that's going to be paint, but that's, oh my shit. That should have been strike 3. Is it Angel umping again today, guys? Can someone let me know in the chat? I'm almost certain it is. Can someone let me know that was literally strike 3, paint, inside corner, and nothing. 2-2 on the count. And that's going to be a curveball. It's going to be snagged there by JD. Grounder tosses the first one away. Nice pick there by JD at third to avoid that from getting slipping past him. And there's one away. Guys, I know we're upset, but do me a favor and kindly shut up for like 20 minutes on the negativity. Wait till the Mets are at least in a position where they're losing in the game. Not that I wish it, but please, the game just started. I know we're frustrated, but it was a long day yesterday. I had a short night's rest. I don't need all this pessimism this early. Give me like an hour, okay? If the Mets are losing an hour from now, then let me have it. Just give me an hour. Do me that, please. I see this. I get this every day. Even when the Mets have a scenario when they win by like 6 runs, which again does not happen often. But Chaz Chisholm is going to get himself that should be a single. The young man who's been a really entertaining infielder, rookie from the Bahamas, no less, had himself a couple throwing errors yesterday that benefited the Mets, but still, very entertaining young player. I know he's going to be thrown in the Mets side going forward. You can be negative about the Mets. I mean, LSD. I don't know why you'd be negative if Mets fans are being negative. If anything, you'd be positive one if you considering you're a Braves fan. 1 hour of the 5th inning. Just give me an hour, and we'll see where we are in an hour. That's all I ask. That's all. You guys, most of you guys are chiming in the streamer right now are regulars. You've been here before. You know how this thing goes. If you're new, thank you for being here. Smash that like and subscribe on. If you like consistent Mets content, this is the place to be. But for my regulars, you know by now. You know, I deal with it all the time. Just give me an hour breather. All I ask. All I ask. If you want to rant, I highly suggest you go talk in the mirror to yourself for a little bit. That'll surely get the job done because it's no different than talking in the chat. Bite down on a pillow if you need to. Punch a pillow if you need to. You know, do what you gotta do. Just give me an hour. And that's a curb. Holy shit. This we can be negative about. This is separate. The umpire is, oh my goodness gracious. This is horrendous. Is this Hernandez? Is this Hernandez? Oh, okay. It's not. I can't. Hill multiple times seen Payton, whether it was his fastball or his curve, inside corners, either down and in or up and in, and nothing. He's getting nothing. My goodness gracious. 1-1. Neil, what are you? The morning shift at McDonald's? This is my morning shift. This is my morning, afternoon, and nightly shift. What are you talking about? You guys know this is literally my job. 1-1 on the count here to Jorge Alfaro. I can't get over these calls though, man. It's Shane Livens. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name, but Shane the ump. My goodness gracious. Oh, wait, Shane. I don't even know what we're talking about. My bad. I'm getting so confused. You meant the refs? Oh, okay. The umps? Okay, fair enough. All right, double play ball in action. And that'll do it. Mets get out of the inning unscathed. Thank you. Nice little double play turn started by Javi Baez. Toss to second. VR to first. And we're out of the jam. Thank goodness. Oh, my goodness. I cannot. I seriously cannot. That was just horrendous. Everything about that. Ugh. Rich Hill throwing F-bombs after every single pitch he knew was a called strike, was a called ball. Don't blame him. Dick Mound got us out of the jam, though. It's too early for anything like that blacklisted. That's funny, though. Appreciate everyone chiming in, though, folks. Again, I'm not mad at anyone directly or anything like that. I understand it. We're all frustrated with the Mets having a base low jam and not doing anything with it in the first. Trust me, I hear you loud and clear. I see this every day. I watch them every day. I cover them for a living. I know the feeling. I do. I'm just also tired from yesterday, so I don't have time to deal with endless pessimism in the chat. Just like I said, just give me an hour to wake up. Am I watching the Steelers game tonight? Maybe parts of it. I'm not huge with preseason football, like at all, to be honest. Maybe I'll watch a little bit of it though. We'll see, because I'm a Steelers fan, if you guys don't know. But I will be probably going live at 7 for our Mets talk segment. So keep that in mind. How do I feel about the boys at MSG? I'm very excited about Kemba. I don't know how healthy he's going to be, but for the price they got him, you absolutely cannot go wrong. Kemba's back home. I'm excited to see what he can do. To say he's an upgrade over Elfrid Payton is beyond an understatement. So I'll take that. How can we even look at the team and think they deserve to win the division? You, I understand that, but at the same time, you can't look at any other team in this division and say that they're more deserving. The Mets have fought adversity better than any other club in this division, which is saying a lot because other teams have had significant injuries, but the Mets have been better than every other team to this point. The Mets have had more injuries than any other team in this division, and they are still afloat at first, even though it's slight. But yeah, the Mets are still the most deserving versus everyone else. If we're basing things on adversity and everything that they've overcome to this point. Think we're actually going to get on fire before playoffs? Absolutely. I firmly believe we are going to get on a hot streak before playoffs. Question is, how long is it going to be? And are the Mets going to be in a hole already by the time that happens? Larry with a $5 dono has this 1-0 on the count to James McCann. McCann's going to take a ball down now the zone. Larry with the Larry back with the donations. Thank you, buddy. Who's pitching for the Mets and his Phillies and Braves playing day game as well. Plus can find any Mets bias shirts, only Cubs shirts. Yeah, I'm probably going to get a custom bias shirt made sooner than later if I don't get a jersey. Who's pitching for the Mets? It is Rich Hill, Larry. And yes, I do believe if it's the series finale for the Braves and the Phillies are probably day games as well. I haven't checked the full schedule. And that's going to be flat for McCann. And there's one away here in the top of the second, folks. Let's see here. I can't lie, Wardy. This season by far has been the worst when it comes to the umps. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, look, I'm not going to pinpoint and say, that the umps have been a massive part in the Mets' lack of offensive success. That's not true. Every team goes through these adversities as well, but umps have been horrendous this year. Horrendous. Curveball misses out of the zone to Albert Almora Jr. It's 1-0 on the count. And that's going to be ripped. Almora with a base hit. Look at that. Luis Rojas. Luis Rojas knew what he was doing. We take that. That's like how much hits does Almora have this year? That's insane. Good for Almora. He needed that. That's fantastic. We'll take that. Absolutely. You have a chance when Albert Almora gets a hit for you today. That's all I can say. You absolutely have a chance in this game when that transpires. I think Conforto has been so atrocious because of his injury. I think it's because of his injury. I think extension goes in hand with it slightly. But I think more than anything, it's been his injury. He has not looked as comfortable at the plate since his injury. He was doing fairly well up until his injury. He had a slow start to the year, but then he was picking it up as of late over the past 2 weeks for the Mets prior to his injury. So I do think it's more so him having a significant injury in a season like this for the first time, really, and having heavy adversity coming back after the fact and just not getting in the proper groove. But again, he had an awesome game yesterday. Don't take that away from him. Rojas said it himself. He felt that was Conforto's best game of the season thus far. With how he hit opposite field finally. That's Conforto. That's why I love the man, because he normally can hit opposite field and spread the field. And he also had a deep center double off of a lefty yesterday. And lefties he's been horrendous at all year long, which is something that he's grown to be really, really solid at over the past couple of years. So it's been a huge regression for him. I wholeheartedly believe it goes directly in hand with the repercussions of him being out thanks to his injury, unfortunately. 1-2 on the count here, though. And toss back to first to Joe Panic. Panic's playing first base today. I just realized that. Shout out to Joe Panic, Mets legend. If you know, you know. How much would you offer Conforto? I can't give you an answer on how much I'd offer Conforto. I need the season to be finished. And that's going to be a double play, unfortunately, for Hill. Just did not go the Mets' way there. Try to get the little sacrifice down. Did not work, however. And back-to-back double plays now for respective clubs. Marlins ended their past inning with a double play, and now the Mets did. So the Mets had the bottom to second. Still tied 0-0. LGM, what's up, Tim? Shout out to Tim. Tim, I'll be with the 7 line on Saturday, Tim. Wish me luck. You know, it would have been real nice if the Mets had this thing called a DH this year, but I digress. Hey, Worry, do you think the MLB should get robot umps? Yes. Larry, another donation. Thank you, Larry. 2 Cubs players are playing for the Mets today. Yep, Almora and Baez. Yeah, and they have a good connection as well. They have a very good history together during their time with Chicago from reports I've seen. That's always positive. Try to think if there's any former Cubs currently on the Mets outside of those two. That Trevor Williams is in AAA right now, so you can't count him. I think those are the only 2. 4 hits and 2 innings and no runs. Color me surprised. Yeah, I'm really excited for it, Tim. I'll be thinking of you when I'm there for sure. I want to see DeGrom hit too, but at the same time, almost all of DeGrom's injuries this year, outside of his most recent one, has been from swinging the bat. So as awesome as I love to see Jake batting like 400, respectfully, no problem whatsoever with him never swinging a bat again in his career. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. He said it in a presser himself prior to his injury, when they shut him down. Pardon me. Right when he got hurt, either right before the All-Star break, I believe, or right after. Yeah, no, I'm not in favor of pitchers swinging at this point. Yeah, DH absolutely needs to come in the next CBA. It's a CBA. It's a big focal point of the new CBA that's coming this fall. So hopefully they can get that shit done because it's really important. And again, though, thank you all so much, everyone chiming in, guys. If you're enjoying this stream, make sure to smash that like and subscribe on again. It would mean a lot. Help us get at 8.5K for our next short-term goal of subscribers before our ultimate goal of 10K before the season's conclusion, regardless of where the Mets stand. And yes, love you too, Hunter. Appreciate you being here. It's effing stupid that there are people who rather see pitchers hit. I mean, it's more of a old school versus new school mentality, King, to be quite honest. I've learned that since becoming a content creator and interacting with fans on social media and everything, it's been far more difficult. Oh my goodness. Mets are going to have a tough go about things with the rotation they're facing against Philly. I just saw that. Looks like it's going to be Kyle Gibson from the Rangers first game. Second game is going to be Suarez, who is a reliever, Ranger Suarez. And then third game is going to be Zach Wheeler. Yikes. Asia with the $20 donation. Thank you so much for 50 likes, guys. We're halfway to 100 now, so continue to smash those buttons as always. Asia, worried the Mets are not coming to Philadelphia playing like this. I agree. Wholeheartedly agree. We're going to be working there this weekend, and even as a Yankees fan, I do not want to hear Phillies fans. See, we all come together against Philly. Absolutely. I appreciate the $20 donation. Share some love. Get some dono hype in the chat from a good friend, Asia. She works at Citi Field usually, and she will be working for the Mets at Citizens Bank Park this weekend. So thank you for that, Asia. Hopefully I can actually run into you and meet you finally. What's up, Insanity? How are you, my man? Happy to have you in here. A great member. It's 1-2 on the count here to Lewis Brinson, who's had a very strong series against the Mets. And the pitch. Oh, that's a curveball. Nice stop there by Baez, and tosses the first, and that is going to do her one away. Javi is just so slick at first. It's insane. Javi robbed Brinson yesterday of a single as well. Jumped up and got that like Jumpman over there. It was beautiful. But what I was saying about the DH argument is it's very much old school, new school from everything that I've learned. Especially if you've been a seasoned Mets fan or a fan of a team in the NL for multiple decades, you're far more reluctant to have the DH versus someone like myself, who's new school, who hasn't been a Mets fan for multiple decades, obviously, and knows the upside that comes with a DH, especially offensively, and that we got a great taste of it last year with the Mets leading the league in OPS. That is why I'm in so much favor of DH, because it completely changes your lineup and adds another significant bat, helps you better as well when it comes to adjustments. There's just so much upside, as unfortunately Brian Anderson gets hit right on, it looks like his knee or the inside of his leg there from a curveball that just cut 2 in there from Rich Hill. So there's 1 on with 1 out now in the bottom of the second, as Rich Hill is right around 18 pitches so far. All right, Joe Panik's coming to the plate, folks. Joe Panik, who had a solid start to the season with Toronto, was then traded in a 1-for-1 with Corey Dickerson, the outfielder, going the other way. Blue Jays, I don't know Dickerson's stats, but I'd assume Blue Jays have won that trade at this point. But again, I'm going to knock on wood, because Joe Panik can have some clutch at-bats, most notably during his time with the San Francisco Giants, obviously. And it's 1-0 on the count. And that's going to be a called strike right down the lane. 87 miles per hour there by Rich Hill. What a speed demon he is. 1-1 on the count. I don't believe I actually can do a poll in this chat, guys. I think you have to reach it. I'm almost certain you have to reach maybe a certain amount of subscriptions, do a poll in a live stream. Because I've toyed with it. I haven't been there before, as James McCann catches the fly out beyond the backstop, and now there's 2 away. Two-way runner on first, bottom of second, 21 pitches in for number 21 in Dick Mound. Joe Panik, me panic. And again, thank you everybody that's just chiming in. Appreciate you guys. I'm only looking on the angle because I'm looking at the chat through my phone versus actually on my computer, because it's preventing lag somehow. So we're gonna ride with that for now. Actually, gonna direct it better this way. There. Whoop, my bad. Okay, and the 0-0. Curveball ripped, and that'll be in there. Could be a double. Brian Anderson moves to third. All right, De La Cruz stays at first. That's going to be a deep single. Runners on the corners now with 2 outs. See, the issue here that I have with Rich Hill is he really, at least in today's game, he's very much just a 1-2 punch. You know, he is a 41-year-old version of Joey Lucchesi in a lot of ways. He's got that big hanging curveball, but again, it's catching a lot of the plate is what I'm seeing so far today. A lot of the plate. He needs to get more down and out of the zone a little bit. Darren, my man, how are you? You're at home from work listening to this. Darren, I'm glad that you can actually follow the game today. That's a reasonable time for you. LGM. Everyone shout at Darren. Great member on the channel. Best Mets fan you'll meet from the UK. I think you all know him by now. I'm doing okay, Robert. How are you, my man? And again, thank you all so much, everyone chiming in. 0-0 on the count here, folks. And that's going to be an 88 mile per hour pitch inside. And it's 1-0 on the count to Sierra. Is it Magneris? Is that how you pronounce his first name? I'm going to go with Magneris, but I'm probably wrong. Should have kept Wheeler, absolutely. But again, that was old regime Mets, so nothing we can do about it. Fastball up and out of the zone. 2-0 now. Rich Hill struggling to locate. Wheeler is pitching the series finale against the Mets on Sunday. So that should be a doozy. And I'll be in attendance on Saturday with the 7 line. Oh, curveball just missed the outside corner. It's now 3-0. 25 pitches in for Hill. And that's going to be a called strike, 87-mile-per-hour paint, top right corner. It's 3-1. Pitch number 27 underway by Hill. That's going to be a hanger, and that is going to drop, and that's going to, looks like it'll bring, no, it won't bring a run in because it gets to first in time with 2 outs. And that'll do it for the inning. So, guys, after 2, Rich Hill gets out of there unscathed with runners on the corners. Again, something that I know that Rich Hill isn't prime Rich Hill anymore, but something that he's always been notorious about in his career. And I also, huge shout out to Jolly Olive because he has a great video on this from a couple months ago on how Rich Hill has notoriously been throughout his career able to get out of jams. He's been one of the better ones in baseball. He's a nifty lefty, 41 years of age, but can still get the job done. Solid stuff to see him get out of the inning there. Giants will credit. Yeah, I mean, I wish I was looking forward to the Dodgers and Giants series. I don't know. I have no clue how that's going to go. I almost have a feeling the Mets are going to do better away when they're out west than they will when they're home. As silly as that sounds, I don't know. I really don't know. Like I said, I will be in attendance for the Saturday's game in Philly with the 7 line. I'll be in attendance Wednesday against the Nationals, the Deplete Nationals. I'll be at that game with Matt from Stark Raven Sports. And then on Friday, I will be in attendance for the blackout night against the Dodgers. Dave with the $20 donation. Dave, thank you so much, my man. Love you. Appreciate you, Dave. You guys all know Dave by now. He's the reason why so many other different types of memorabilia, anything and everything Mets related sent my way. Is the most generous man you'll ever meet. Seriously, thank you so much for that, Dave. Really appreciate you, my friend. Everyone, get some dono hype in the chat for my good friend Dave. Thank you for that, Dave. You're the best, buddy. Hoping to catch that Friday night blackout versus Dodgers too. Awesome. If you do, by all means, hit me up either through YouTube in the comments or just simply on Twitter. It's been awesome. And I have to say, guys, and I'm sure some of you guys are watching that met me, but it has been the most humbling. It has been really the best feeling in the world that every single game I've been at Citi Field this year, I have people coming up to me, especially lately. A lot of younger kids, teenagers coming up to me that recognize me. Everyone, ages, as young and as old as you can think about. Always coming up to me to share kind words and even take a photo, which I find funny because I'm like, for me at least, and I think that goes for anyone that gets their photo taken. It's like, I'm not sure why you want this, but clearly I'm doing something right. So I just want to further thank everyone for their continued support. It's been a whirlwind. You guys have no idea how amazing of a feeling it is, interacting with you all and having people come up to me, having conversations. That's all that I've ever wanted to do is grow this community and, have us, be the best we could possibly be here on YouTube and beyond that. So again, thank you all for that as Jonathan VR is going to ground out. So there's one away in the top of the third. Asia, though, with the donation. Asia, another big dono. Thank you so much for that, Asia. That really does mean a lot. Hopefully they have me in the same stand last time. I was in the wing stand next to Tony Luke on the field level. Just come up to the register and ask for me. All right, Asia, I'll definitely try to make that happen, my friend. Again, thank you so much for the donations. I really, really appreciate that. I wish Alvarez was more big league ready. He will be soon enough. There's no need to rush it. I assure you that. He will be soon enough. And Kish, thank you for the kind words. That means a lot. First pitch to Pete. That's going to be a hanging curveball, but misses outside. 76 miles per hour there. And thank you as well, Insanity. That means a lot, my friend. Really appreciate that. Appreciate that, Michael. Yeah, I mean, the growth of the channel obviously goes directly in hand with the Mets and their success. So when they have their highs, I will surely have my highs. When they have their lows, I'll have some of my lows, but again, that's all the nature of the game. I expect it, and rightfully so. I don't blame Mets fans one bit for being not as interested in certain Mets coverage if, say, they're really not doing well, if they're in a slump, or something happened. Various reasons. But at the same time, when they succeed, we succeed as a community, which is always great. So, again, I'm just beyond privileged to be in the position I'm in, as Jorge Alfaro just did his best Tomas Nido impression. What is with these foul tips ripping everyone in the knees in this series? Nido got hit twice yesterday. Alfaro, that's his first notable one of this game. 2-1 to Pete, and that's going to be 3-1. Looks like changeup misses outside. 2-1 now on the count. Pardon me, 3-1. I don't know why I just said 2-1. What section am I going to be in, blacklisted? For which game, buddy? All right, that's going to be ball 4. Big Me Pete is walked. So there's a 1 out base runner here in the top of the third, folks. Oh, that sucks. Is that true? J.R. Richard passed away? Oh, that's terrible. I mean, I'm going to be completely blunt. I don't have a huge background on him, but I know that he's a Astros legend. So that's terrible. How old was he? That sucks. Always sucks to see not anyone pass away, of course, but baseball legends, it's always a terrible thing. My condolences to his family for sure. Oh, they just announced it on SNY. There we go. Okay. That's really unfortunate. I need to do a collab with Anatane and Talking Sports. Yeah, maybe at some point for sure. Yeah, I'm always open to collaborations. Friday Dodgers game, you'll be in section 110. All right, I'll let me, you know what? I'm gonna write that down, George, so I remember for you, buddy. In case we're not able to be in much contact until that point, because I definitely want to make sure that we meet up. But I don't know exactly where I'm going to be sitting yet. I have to check my tickets, but no less, we will definitely meet up. It's 1-1 on the count here, folks, for JD Davis with 2 out here in the top of the third. And that's going to be fastball inside. It's now going to be 2-1 on the count. Wardy, will you come to my house and watch a Met game together? No, Matthew, but I appreciate the offer, my friend. Going to respectfully decline on that offer, but I appreciate it no less. 2-2 on the count here with 2 outs. And it's going to be tossed back to first. For Pete, he ain't going anywhere. I wonder if they're a little worried about Pete now, folks, after that stolen base yesterday. What can't he do, right? Change up right down the middle and he takes it. This is the New York Mets, Wilson. Absolutely blacklisted. We'll definitely make it happen. I know that you're probably taking a hike to get there too. From where I believe you reside, at least from what we've conversed about. So if that's the case, then yeah, absolutely. Gotta make the most of the day. Full count now, folks. To JD Davis, runner on first, top of the third, 45 pitches in here for southpaw Braxton Garrett. Conforto hat is literally right next to me. I have my stack of Mets hats right by me. 3-2. Richie is not going with me on Saturday. No, I'm taking my girlfriend on Saturday. We'll be part of the 7 line. She's never experienced 7 line. Neither have I. So we're really excited for it. It's gonna be a great time. Full count. Yeah, Richie's out of town for the week. He's in LA right now. Pitch number 47 underway by Braxton Garrett and the 3-2. JD swings through that one. That's going to end the inning. JD swung through the high fastball, just could not catch up with it with that 90 mile per hour heat. You know, and I'm not going to talk smack or anything. I can't even hit half that, but still, it's unfortunate to say the least. Absolutely. Yeah, I think we're all frustrated right now, folks. It's not ideal. Not ideal at all. $46 likes away from 100, guys. Continue to smash that like and subscribe button if you're just chiming in, as always. Appreciate you all. Get this set up here. You think I look more like JD than Conforto? I haven't really heard anyone compare me to JD, so that's a first. The irony in that's funny, just because a lot of people think I hate JD because I believe the Mets would have traded him from everything that they reported. I don't dislike JD. I don't like his defense, but I don't dislike him as a human being or a hitter at all. So that's kind of funny. I look like Miguel. I can see slight Miguel. I usually got Conforto and a little bit of Pilar. How many games are we going to start with runners in scoring position and then basically go hitless the rest of the game? Eric, I wish I had an answer for that. I wish that today was the last game that happens, but that's just not how baseball works, especially for the Mets. So I wish I could be more positive for you there. I really do. I look at Javi Baez. Matthew, stop capping. That's funny. Oh yeah, that's been a huge problem for the Mets this year, Walter. Letting the pitcher off the hook early and then letting them get in a groove. That's been happening all year long for the Mets. We know that though. That doesn't go back to the Sonny Gray game. That goes back to Nick Nieder for the Marlins, and not in this series, particularly back when it was the beginning of the season, and the Mets had like bases loaded like every inning off of him, but they couldn't get the job done. It was insane. Yeah, no, the Mets have done that plenty of times this year, as frustrating as it's been. I look like Jonathan VR. That's pretty accurate, am I right? You guys cracking me up. Yeah, I look a lot like Familia. Yep, for sure. I'd say that. Gigi's fantastic. Gigi's always fantastic. She's chilling out because bunnies are a little like nocturnal, so she's usually a little, slow moving earlier in the day. Then once you get more towards evening and night is when she's more active. When are they going to stop this nonsense of scheduled days off? 55 games left. All hands on deck. Absolutely, Ronald. By the same time, this is a long season. The Mets have had the most hectic schedule in baseball this year. they can use as many days off as possible. Trust me. With all the doubleheaders the Mets have had this year, and they still have at least one more against the Marlins later this season, no, they absolutely need days off. I decline the notion that days off aren't important. They are in this season more than anything else. It's 1-0 on the count. As there's already been one out, I apologize I didn't announce that sooner. 32 pitches in, however, for Rich Hill and the 1-0. Curveball missed way upstairs and away. No shot. 2-0 now on the count. Would I say this is a must-win for the Mets today? Yes. I would. I think a lot of their games coming up are must-wins. For sure, for staying afloat in the division. Absolutely. 2-1 now on the count, folks. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Appreciate you all. And again, guys, I've said this before. I don't say this too often, to be honest, but if you have Mets fans that you think would enjoy this content and all the different things we do on the channel, please, if you haven't already, by all means, spread the word. That would really mean a lot. Growing the community is always number one priority, of course. So if you guys do have, I'd assume, family members, friends that are dire Mets fans that, feel that they would benefit from the channel as well and would like to be interactive in the community, please make sure just let them know about WardyNYM. It's always appreciated. That's something I really don't say too much when it comes to sharing. I normally emphasis, of course, the likes and the subscriptions because that helps build everything. But of course, share. The game's way too frustrating. It's funny you say that because it's full count here. And I will say it's been as crazy as the chat can get in the live streams at times, for sure, especially when the Mets aren't doing well, as there's going to be opposite field hit. So there's a 1 out, and Michael Conforto just spooed that. So that's going to be a double thanks to an error. Oh, my God. Everyone's going to murder me for Conforto right now. That's not fun. I don't appreciate that. Oh, my God. That's just unlucky. Michael Conforto, who's been a Gold Glove right fielder this year, has an error at the worst possible time for us Mets fans, huh? That sucks. I've never even seen that in my life before. Yeah, no Wardy Knicks channels happening. No. If you want Knicks content, go to Knicks Media for my man Richie. That will not happen with me anytime soon. I think there's still a very strong chance Conforto's back after this year. But again, I know that's probably not going to resonate well with the chat right now. So, is what it is. Owned one on the count here for Chaz, as that's a 68-mile-per-hour curveball that nicks the top right corner. If you had to get a tattoo of any player, who would it be and where would you get it? Of any player? Be a little weird to get a tat of a player per se. I'd probably get Jake. And I would probably get the photo that I had for my previous logo on the channel. It's 0-2 on the count, by the way, folks. Runner on second, 1 out, bottom of the third. I'd probably get Jake, and I probably use the PFP that I originally used on the channel, which is just him looking menacing with the glove in his face like he usually does, because that would just look badass. And I would probably either get it somewhere on my leg or upper on my arm, but all depending on if I would have a sleeve or not. 1-2 on the count. Larry, you look more like a cross between, let's see, David Wright and Pete Alonso and Jacob deGrom. That's who you look like. Larry with the crazy combo. I appreciate the donation, Larry. I have not seen anyone nitpick those three together to make what would be me, but I'll take it. It's always a compliment. How's tricks? What do you mean by that, Mike? Two and two on the count here, folks. And the 2-2. That's going to miss down and away with the curveball. It's full count now for Rich Hill. Runner has advanced from second to third, as we know. Miguel Rojas just took third. Full count here to Jazz. And that's going to be ripped. And it's fly ball, foul to the right side. Still full count. 43 pitches in now for Rich Hill. Infield is very much in at the moment. McCann isn't nearly as bad of a signing as McCann isn't a bad signing. I don't believe McCann's a bad signing at all. Again, though, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Still full count here to Jazz as a second ago he fouled one off to the right side. There's one out and the 3-2. And Jazz rips one. And it's going deep to left. It's going to be caught. A run will come in, unfortunately. That's all that the Marlins need. And now they have a 1-0 lead with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. It will not be, that will not be an earned run on Rich Hill from the error from Conforto, I believe. But no less, Marlins do have a 1-0 lead now. Which New York Rangers player would be the best on the New York Mets? Best on the New York Mets. Ooh. Give me a couple minutes to think about that. I'd probably say Kreider for the Rangers just because he's an insane athlete and is crazy fast and has one of the better builds of what it would be as a baseball player in my mind. So I'd go with him. If there's a DH, then I'd say Ryan Reeves because he's a stocky guy. I think he could rip some balls. 0-1 on the count, though, folks. One run has just come in for the Marlins, as we know. Unfortunately, directly in hand with a Conforto error in the outfield. Hope I bring out GG today. We will, either because the Mets are losing and we're trying to rally back or because the Mets win. Will the Rangers have more goals per game than the Mets runs per game? I hope not, because that means there's a problem, to be quite honest. That's going to be fastball upstairs, and it's going to be 1-2 now on the count. Yeah, I know there was a non-throw to steal a third, but in defense, that's something that McCann usually picks up really well. So I'm not going to harp on him too hard for that. And that's going to be a strikeout to end the inning. So Rich Hill gives up one run. It will more than likely be unearned, I believe, thanks to the Conforto error. But now the Mets head to the top of the fourth, down by a run. Hits are 3-3 apiece. $30 likes away from 100, guys. Continue to smash that like and subscribe on if you're enjoying the stream, even with the Mets not performing well right now. If you're enjoying the stream, at least, of course, smash those buttons. But yeah, man, oh man, there's no denying that we're all frustrated right now, rightfully so. I don't blame anyone. I really don't. I'm frustrated too, guys. I really am. I'm just trying to stay somewhat content. Somewhat. They need to get this offense going, though, folks. I was saying that, though. I'll be right back. I'm going to go use the restroom quick, so just give me a minute or so. But stay beautiful. I'm sure the chat's going to be marvelous when I come back. So I'll be right back, guys. And we back. 0-1 on the count here to Javi Baez, getting his second at bat of the day. Just got the Mets 4th of July fade hat today. Oh, that's awesome, Darren. Make sure to rep that. I want to see it for sure. It's going to now be 1-1 on the count. Curveball misses upstairs to Baez. So back even. And yes, Javi does swing at everything. Bullshit call. That's fine. Called strike on the inside. Thank goodness the umpire has an expanded strike zone now. I was worried, he wouldn't because from the calls with Hill. Please pick up on my sarcasm. All right, chopped foul to the left side. It's still 1-2 on the count. And yes, we all know what we get with Javi when it comes to the big swing and miss. Something that we're going to continue to see. That's just how it is with his game right now. But there's still plenty of upsides with him. He was a big part of the reason why the Mets won yesterday, as he strikes out there. Again, though, you can expect at least a K a game. We're at 2 right now, though, so we'll see. I will say, though, Phillies fans have some nerve being as confident as they are that they're going to just demolish the Mets this series. I'm happy that they're talking the way that they are. That's all I'm saying at this point. Keep it up. 1-0 on the count here to Conforto. And that's going to be foul the right side on the curveball. And it's 1-1. He just doesn't have strong play discipline. It's been an issue with Baez throughout his career. I do think he'll get better at it, however, especially if he stays with the Mets, which I do think is going to happen. I think Lindor is going to help his plate approach, especially. And I think overall, just being in a new club, gain different minds to help him with his hitting approach is going to benefit Baez with choking up on the bat more. But I highly doubt he'll drastically change from being huge swing and miss to one of the best guys out there. Like, that's not going to happen. But if you can lessen the load a little bit, that's always a plus. 3-1 on the count here to Conforto. Conforto swings through 89-mile-per-hour heater inside, and it's full count now. Full count here, folks. And the 3-2. Conforto takes a walk. Michael's on. Another inning where the Mets at least have a one type of walk with at least one out. Mets have had runners on base basically every single inning so far, I believe. Have yet to execute, however. So hopefully the Mets can get something going here. James McCann is now coming up to the plate. McCann is 0 for 1 today with a pop out. What's my thoughts on the Phillies series? It's huge. It's absolutely huge. It's as big of a series as ever for the Mets. Whoever wins that series will be in first place in the division. So yeah, it's absolutely ginormous for them. I'm excited and I'm nervous for it too. I'll be in attendance on Saturday, like I've told plenty of people with the 7 line. So hoping for the best. That's going to be a great experience, but no less, obviously a tall task. With how the Phillies have been hot lately, taking advantage of a lesser team in Washington, because considering they've now sold off from the deadline. 0-1 here on the count, though, to McCann. And 60th pitch underway by Garrett. That's going to be an off-speed pitch that misses down and out of the zone. It's 1-1 on the count. Another day where a unheard of southpaw is getting out of jams every inning against the Mets. Sounds like it's 2021. One to one on the count here to McCann. Runner on first, that being Conforto, 1 out. Top of the fourth. Marlins have a 1-0 lead. Garrett sets for the 1-0, and McCann's going to rip that one. It'll be playable to decent in right field. There's 2 away. A lot of pop flies we're seeing today from the Mets. The gain under that ball. And Almora. All right, that's going to be a pass ball. Does Conforto stay at first? No. Conforto steals second thanks to a pass ball there. So there is a runner down scoring position for Albert Almora Jr., who does have a hit today. We'll see if anything happens here. Not feeling likely, but we'll see what happens. When it's games like this, you know, I can be a pessimist all I want, but you have to be an optimist till the end. And 2, I try to laugh things off as well, you know, because no good will come of me just being pissed off the entire time. And the 1-0. Oh, that's going to be a called strike. Holy shit, this umpire. Even Almora is like, you know, that's a bad call. I can't, man. This it's always the umps, man. They're terrible. So bad. 1-1 on the count. 63 pitches in, 64 underway by Garrett. He sets the 1-1, and that's going to be a fastball inside for a called strike. That actually was paint. It should not be 1-2 on the count, though, which is ridiculous. It should be 2-1. Umps for Mets 0. I guess it's a day that ends in Y. And the 1-2. And that's going to be a chopper going foul off the Haney curveball. Was right at the bottom of the zone there. 1-2 on the count still. Happy to have you back, Jackson. All right, folks. 65 pitches in for Garrett. Number 66 underway on the 1-2. And Almora is going to ground that one. Oh, nice pick by Rojas. But everyone's safe. Okay. So there's runners now in the corners. Albert Almora Jr. has his second hit of the day, folks. Albert Almora Jr. is 2 for 2. Because baseball. That's baseball. Appreciate the kind words, Drew Lock. Thank you. Yes, Rich Hill is now hitting, though, so the Mets are in a jam for sure. Albert Almora Jr. is 2 for 2. I'll be damned. Rich Hill's up, however, so this inning's about to end. Unfortunately, I don't wish it. Just feels inevitable, unfortunately. And the thing is, you really can't justify taking out Hill this early, you know, because if a guy pinching comes in and gets like a fly out right away, then you lose Hill, and you need Hill to give you a couple more innings if possible today. The Mets bullpen has gone very taxed, as we know, the second half of the season. So, you worked at State Field last night for the Green Day concert? Awesome. I hope you had a good time, man. I know you're tired, but I hope it was a good time no less. Universal DH now? Universal DH like yesterday. Swing and miss by Hill on the curveball. It's disrespectful for Garrett to have the audacity to throw a curveball to Rich Hill like that. Have some respect for your elders. And the 0-2. And Hill strikes out on 3 pitches. That's going to do it for the inning. I'm not mad at Hill at all. What am I supposed to expect from him? Seriously. Just unfortunate. Let's see. I'm reading the chat now, guys. Mets are going to Met. Unfortunately, offensive woes today against the lefty that they have no experience against. It's a broken record at this point this season, guys. I don't know what else to say. We've been following it along. We've seen this transpire a lot. Trust me, I hear you. I'm with you. I know how frustrating it is. You worked yesterday at the Green Day concert too. Awesome, Asia. Hope you had a good time. So annoyed. I know everybody's annoyed, but again, I appreciate everyone being here, no less. I know everyone's voicing their frustrations. We're 20 likes away from 100 as well. So, of course, continue to smash that like and subscribe on. Whoever becomes 100th like will get a massive shout out, as always, in the stream. And, of course, if you're new to the stream, if you like it, streams like this, in-game commentary, we'll have a stream later today. Hopefully, it's more of a positive note. But still plenty of ball left. Just obviously, we're all frustrated right now. Thank you, Jackson. I appreciate that, my man. Happy to have you here always. And yes, Kemba Walker is a Nick, which is awesome. I agree. It's halfway through the game and they're down by 1, and everyone's acting like they just lost the World Series. It's the fact of how they're losing, and it's the fact of people. It's very easy to get frustrated when watching this game. I don't blame people for being frustrated, but yes, people always overreact. I agree on that. Not everyone's doing it, but there always are people that overreact for sure. Someone went on the count here over to Brinson. And that's going to be a fly out there to center left. Almora's after it, makes the catch, and there's one away here. A quick first out here for Rich Hill, who's 51 pitches in the bottom of the 4th. That's awesome, Ross. I'm glad. Elf GM, love the optimism. Stay positive, Tim, for sure. Absolutely. Mets are only down by a run, an unearned run at that. They just need to clutch up in this game and make sure they don't clutch up too late. Oh, Jacob, I'm in shambles, Jacob. You really got me there. Phillies fans trying to talk smack will never not be the cutest thing. Even in the scenario where the Phillies beat the Mets this weekend, it's the Phillies. Okay, talk your talk. By all means, talk your talk. I'm the least bit phased. 1-1 on the count, and that's going to be curveball inside, and it's going to be 2-1 now on the count. And the 2-1. Heater inside. Stop there by JD. Tosses first. And there's a two-way. Nice stop there from JD. He's looked solid at third so far today. And the Mets have 2 outs now. 55 pitches in for Rich Hill in the bottom of the 4th. What has Baez done? He hasn't done anything today. Yesterday, though, he went 2 for 5 with 2 runs scored, an opposite field home run, and an awesome swim dive to bring in a run yesterday to avoid the tag. Yeah, Baez is 0 for 2 so far today, though, with 2 strikeouts. 1-0 on the count here to Panic. And that, see, a call that went in the Mets' favor finally, but still a terrible call no less. It's 1-1 on the count. Called strike again. Back even on the count now. Pardon me, not even. 1-2. I don't know why I thought there was 2 balls already. 1-2 now on the count, everybody. One, two. And today's jersey of choice, if you guys haven't seen, I am wearing my Mike Piazza. This is one of my favorite jerseys in my collection. It's a Mike Piazza. It's like their blue, like road, like practice one, however. Absolutely love this thing. And that's going to be called ball inside. See, there's Piazza on the back. So, in case you guys didn't see already, love this jersey. Still full count here. And the 3-2. And that's going to be a off-speed pitch that misses away, and that'll be ball 4. So 2 out, walk, you're out. Pardon me, Joe Panic. And there's 1 on, 2 out, bottom of the 4th. 61 pitches in now for Rich Hill. I'm glad you guys like the jersey. Thank you. Riz, I think he's more than salvageable. Okay, you know this is it's just terrible timing for his bad stretch this year. It's allowing people to completely overlook the success that he's had in his career at this point. Yes, I do think Conforto's very much salvageable, and I think that's an understatement. Your autographed Piazza jersey came today. That's fantastic, Tim. Enjoy that, my friend. Always love to hear all the different memorabilia you have. It's awesome. 0-1 on the count here to De La Cruz. And that's going to be a heater up and away. 88 miles per hour there. It's 1-1 on the count. You played against Joe Panic in high school as a kid. He was such a nasty shortstop. Average through the roof, obviously. Oh, that's sick, Chris. Really cool. And the 1-1. And that's going to be a called strike. 87 miles per hour heat. Top of the zone there. 1-2 now on the count. How's it going, Ethan? Happy to have you here, buddy. Happy to have all you guys, always. Even in times of grief like this. That's going to be chopped away foul. De La Cruz keeping that battle alive. Still 1-2 on the count. Ethan, that was so random with the MJ. That's funny. 66 pitches in for Hill, the 1-2. De La Cruz strikes out. Awesome. Hill's amped. Love to see that. And that is going to do it for the inning. Rich Hill has pitched 4 unbelievably strong innings, has yet to give up an earned run to this point. Marlins are still up, however, 1-0 as Amazin's head to the top of the 5th. Less than 20 likes away from 100, guys. 17 away. Smash those buttons if you're just chiming in to my 120 plus viewers. All right, guys. Question everyone in the chat right now. We're in the top of the 5th. Who will be the next Met to record a hit? Let me know in the chat, everybody. Just like we said in yesterday's stream, who will get the next hit for the New York Mets? Let me hear it. We're now back to the top of the order, I believe. Someone said Almora again, so it's going to be a while. Alonso, Dom, Drury pinch hitting. Interesting. JD, Pete. A lot of you guys like Pete in this situation. Okay. Yeah, I can't wait for Lindor's return either. It's gonna be significant. Trust me. Sounds good, Jackson. All right, the majority of you guys in the chat think Alonso's going to get the next hit for the Mets. We'll see who's right and who's wrong. Okay, and the first pitch, big swing and miss there by VR. Top of the 5th, 0-1 on the count. 70 pitches now even in for southpaw and Braxton Garrett. The 0-1. Hainer misses inside. 1-1 on the count. And the 1-1. VR's going to hack that one. Playable to the right side. Fly out. And there's one away. What's up, Edwin? How's it going, buddy? If anyone's just chiming in, hello, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Pete Alonso's not coming to the plate, as many of you predicted would get the next hit of the game for the Mets. So we'll see if you guys are right or not. Big Meat Pete's coming to the plate. Has yet to record a hit today, however. Has been walked. And pitch number 1 to him is going to be a curveball in there for a called strike, bottom left corner. It's 0-1 on the count. And the pitch. And that's going to be an off-speed pitch that misses down and out of the zone. It's 1-1, back even on the count. Who's your favorite player? Yours is McNeil. Mine's Conforto, but, people are going to eat me alive because Conforto is my favorite player. And Pete Alonso just ripped one, but it's going to be playable just short of the warning track, similar to VR, this time at center, and now there's 2 away. I swear, the ball just will not leave the yard this entire series. I know Baez hit a bomb yesterday, but man, that was Oppo, and it was like a line drive home run too. Dom Smith is now coming up to the plate, folks. Dom, who's done very well against lefties to this point in the season, looking to continue that streak. Your favorite's Pete. Very respectable pick, of course. And the 0-0, and that's going to be a curveball in the dirt to Dom. It's 1-0 on the count. Do I play the show? I did a good amount, but I haven't in a couple months now. Mainly just because I realized that I was focusing on it more than I should have. Um, so yeah, I haven't played in a little bit. It's fun for sure, but I suck at hitting. I look just like the Mets when I play the show when it comes to my hitting, even when I have a good team. So yeah, I don't play it that often. Every once in a while, I'd say. And the 1-1, that's gonna be a called strike. $2 donation here from Ethan. Thank you, Ethan. If I was a Met fan, Pete would be my fave Met player. Solid pick. Of course, yeah, a lot of people love Pete, rightfully so. And thank you for the donation again, buddy. As Dom's going to fly that one up, it is looking almost playable, but it's going to just go foul into the stands on the left side by third base. And it's 1-2 now to the count. Absolutely, Nick. Nick, we're all frustrated by the Mets' lack of offense this year. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're all going through the emotions. Trust me. Being injured as much as this team has this year has not helped things. Dom rips one. He pulls himself a single. So Dom Smith is on first with a 2-out base hit, folks. Solid hit there from Dom. Dom is now 2 for 2 on the day, I believe. That's Dom's second hit of the day. Love to see it. Dom has had a solid series thus far. I find it so satisfying that Dom rakes lefties the way he does. He's literally like the Mets' best hitter against lefties this year outside Nimmo. And Dom's had a lot more playing time than Nimmo has, obviously. Hey, Gary just says continues to rake against left-handed pitchers. That's my point. He's been doing it all year long. JD Davis is now up to the plate. JD's 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. And the 0-0. JD's going to take a fastball for a called strike. More out of the zone than in, but, you know, that's the kind of calls we're getting today. 0-1 on the count here. 81 pitches in for Braxton Garrett, the southpaw, who's 1 out away from having 5 shutout innings for the Marlins. And the 0-1. And that's a half swing. Does he go around? He does not. It's 1-1 on the count here for JD. That would be a crazy matchup, Dodgers and Mets, if they match up in postseason. Absolutely. That would be nuts. What's up? What's up, Knight? How are you, my man? Hope you're doing well. One, two now on the count. Mets down to the last strike here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Runner on first and Dom Smith thanks to a pulled single. JD Davis on 1-2 on the count. 83 pitches in for Braxton Garrett. 2 outs, top of the 5th. Miami has a 1-0 lead to this point. Garrett sets and the 1-2. And that's going to be in the dirt. Misses there. It's back even on the count at 2-2 apiece. Embracing the Nats tank. It's always good to try to take positives out of everything. So it's definitely going to be embracing it than, you know, to be highly negative towards it. Yeah, I know. I know that probably hurt for you a little bit, but it's turning the page. Again, it's something that I wholeheartedly expected for the Nationals. I'm not surprised by it. Like I said, I did not like their chances going into this year. I just felt that they had way too many swing or miss guys in that lineup. And injuries have not helped the Nationals either. So it'll be interesting to see how long they are in this, similar to the Cubs, retool / rebuild, if you will. It's full count now. And Javi Baez is on deck and will be coming up if JD is able to get on. Baez, like JD, has 2 strikeouts on the day so far. And the 3-2. And that's going to be a ball that misses the zone. So now there's 2 runners on, 2 outs, and Javi Baez is going to be coming up for his 3rd plate appearance today. He's 0 for 2 thus far. Yeah, it was really weird to see Mad Max dominating for the Dodgers yesterday. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I really didn't. I don't like it just as much as I don't like it him with a national. It really doesn't change much for me. Thank you for that, Garden State Gardener. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're really close to 100 likes, guys. So continue to smash those buns. You know, guys, I'm going to turn off my Twitter notifications real quick because I know that if I don't, I'm going to find out stuff by Dacomo and Puma before, it even happens. 1 second. I don't need them to tell me if Baez either, strikes out or does whatever before I even see it. Okay. Come on, Hobby. Come on, baby. Another clutch spot for Baez. 0 for 2 on the day. And the 0-0. That's going to be a pitch that misses out of the zone. It's 1-0 on the count here to Hobby. The Mets do everything but go for the long ball. Are you joking? The Mets home runs have significantly dropped this year. That's such a silly notion to think that they're all home run ball. They were all home run ball the past couple of years, more than anything. They are not all home run this year. They are the farthest thing from all home run this year, actually. 2-0 on the count. And the 2-0. Javi swinging to miss on a curveball deep inside. Would have been a ball. Again, though, Javi's always going to swing at those. That's inevitable. 2-1 on the count. Why is he swinging? Why are you guys surprised? Guys, the sooner you accept that's how Baez's approaches, the easier it'll be on yourself, okay? Stop acting surprised. That's how Baez works. Oh, they aren't successful as at hitting homers is what you're saying? Oh, well, they've struggled with it this year, absolutely. But that's not a Sandy factor at all. Two and two on the count. 90 pitches in for Garrett. And Baez just gets the end of the barrel. That one to chop it foul to the left side. And the 2-2. Checks back at second. No one's going anywhere there. A little spin move by Garrett to throw to Dom, but he stays put. Runners still on first and second. 2 outs, 2 and 2 on the count. Marlins have a 1-0 lead. Mets are trying to break the ice open here in the top of the fifth, as this is more than likely Garrett's last. This will be Garrett's last inning for the Marlins. And the 2-2. And that's a fastball inside. Good take by Baez. It's now full count. Today's Garrett's birthday. Of course it is. No wonder he's been pitched. No wonder he's gotten out of these jams. And the 3-2. Baez hacks that one foul. That was a pitch to hit for sure. Just fouled it back though. He knows it too. He knows it was a hanger, guys. Trust me. He's well aware that was a hanger. He did have that. Fortunate. He fouled that one off. 93 pitches in for Garrett. And the 3-2. Baez strikes out. I'm not surprised. Sucks, but I'm not surprised. That'll do it for Garrett. That's going to be his final line. He's going to finish the game with 5 innings pitched, no runs given up. Man, oh man. So this is not fun. It sucks because that's going to stand out more than usual, obviously, when everyone else is doing that right now. You know? He did get his pitch and he didn't miss it. You're right, Edwin. Just sucks. Nothing you can do about it. The Mets had actually no chance at Bryant. I'm going to address it more probably in a video. Ideally, I'd like to do it for a video tomorrow. We'll see. But, yeah, the whole Bryant thing, I'll talk about that in probably a separate video regarding the trade deadline because it's a lot different than what a lot of us Mets fans made it out to be originally. On to the next inning, indeed. Baez has no discipline at the plate. Yes, the sky is blue, Mikey. If you've been following along, we're aware of this. The numbers show it. And be right back, folks. Going to go use the restroom again. Stay beautiful. Be right back, everybody. Six likes away from 100. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. If someone becomes the 100th like, let me know, guys. I'll shout you out, but you got to be honest and tell me it's actually you. What's up, Kyle? How's it going, buddy? Thank you for the hype, David. I appreciate that. Mr. Knight. Appreciate that, my man. 1-0 on the count here to Alex Jackson. Alex getting his first at bat of the day, it looks like. And the 1-0. Big swing and miss on the 87-mile-per-hour here inside. And it's 1-1 on the count. Kyle, you're asking the chat at the wrong time, considering he just struck out for the third time in the game. I really like Baez. I love what he brings, but there's no denying that he has poor plate discipline. But again, I think I'm not as bothered by it just because I was fully aware of what to expect. So I can be upset about him striking out all I want, but I'm not surprised. And I think that's why I'm a little bit more content with it. As Albert Amora Jr. makes an absolutely amazing catch in center field. He's been the star of the game for the Mets so far. Amora coming in clutch. He has 2 hits on the day for the Amazins and also has a beautiful diving catch down center, which is exactly why Rojas put him in the lineup today. Fantastic catch by Almora. Hype in the chat for Almora, guys. That was really good. Wow, awesome catch. That's textbook exactly why Rojas put him in the lineup today. So, shout out Almora. Have a game, my man. VR doesn't have a hit today, I don't think. VR has been struggling a little bit as of late. And the OO with 2 outs, that's going to be an 88 mile per hour heater, just nicking the corner outside. It's 0-1 on the count to Rojas. Oh, I'm sure it was. I hope you had a great time, Kyle. Yeah, love me some Barrios. Enjoy him. You guys definitely got a great one. I know you gave up a lot for him, but it looks like he'll be worth your while with the way he's continuing to pitch. So, wishing your Jays well. I really hope they can try to crack playoffs this year. That'd be fantastic. 1-1 on the count. 76 pitches in here for Rich Hill. 2 outs. And that's going to be ripped foul to the left side. And it's 1-2. What are some players that the Mets need this offseason, in your opinion? It's too early for me to answer that right now. Because I need to look at the entire free agent market. And I need to see how certain guys on this team that have expiring contracts perform. So I can't give you a genuine answer at this point in time. And that's going to be a fastball upstairs. Rojas does not go. It's back even on the count now, 2-2. What's up, Liam? Yeah, if you can re-sign him, then that obviously makes the price worthwhile in the end. You just got to make sure you re-sign him, of course, and that he continues to stay consistent. 100th like, awesome. I don't know who became the 100th like, but thank you guys. I appreciate that. Dylan, if you were number 100, thank you so much. That means a lot. Shout out to Dylan if you were, in fact, the 100th like. I don't know how truthful. It's hard to tell exactly who it was, but I'm hoping that you were, in fact, the 100th like, Dylan. If so, thank you very much, my man. You're a real one. And I appreciate all you guys for the likes and the subscriptions and the donations, all that great stuff as always. That's a hanger ripped by Rojas. It's going deep, but it will be playable, and that's going to be a fly out on the warning track to Dom. That's going to do it. So Rich Hill, I'm not sure if he'll go with 6th inning, but he's looked damn good through 5. Has yet to give up an actual run. He has 1 unearned run on his resume tonight, but 5 strong innings from Rich Hill. Hype for Dylan, absolutely. And again, thank you for the likes, guys. Anything hard hit dies. Absolutely. It's the ball does not fly here whatsoever. At least it has in this series for the Mets. Baez hit a line drive home run yesterday. It wasn't like it got a big launch angle at all. Agreed. The Stars do need to go more than 5 more often, but unfortunately, Mets have been inconsistent with their pitching in the second half, and obviously, when you have a guy like Jacob deGrom out, it doesn't help things at all. Larry with another $5 donut. Thank you, Larry. Very tight ball game, 1 run. Absolutely. Mets are as in it as you could be right now. You know, they've had every opportunity to execute. They have yet to do so. Color me surprised, but there's still time to at least tie this game up. You need to make a Mr. Met emoji and GG emoji. GG emojis and merch will be coming. Like I said, Mr. Met We can make a Mr. Met emoji if you guys want, for sure. Or we can, of course, or I can at least put an emoji of my logo as well. So we can change up the emojis. I just haven't updated them in a little bit because we weren't streaming as often in-game live streams over the past month and a half. I'm Sam Wick-Williams. Shout out to Sam. I wonder how Sam's doing the minors since the Padres picked him up, honestly. I'm actually really, you know what? I'm going to check that out right now. How is Sam McWilliams doing in the minors? I'm not looking at the chat right now because I'm looking this up. As you know, I thought there's plenty upside of Sam McWilliams when the Mets acquired him. They cut him, DFA'd him earlier this year, and he was picked up by the Padres. McWilliams has continued to struggle this year. Wow. Okay. So he has really struggled this year. Big time. All right. So McWilliams, wow. That's crazy. Wait. So McWilliams still has a 10 ERA and 23 appearances this season. He had a 10.8 ERA with Syracuse this year. Then when he went to the Padres organization, he has an 11 ERA with them. Wow. So he's just continued to struggle. Things have not gotten any better for him. That's unfortunate. David Hess is now in the game, though. Right-hander, 11 appearances this season with a sub-4 ERA. That's going to be 82 mile per hour off-speed pitch outside. Oh, I hate the Phillies mascot. I absolutely hate him. He's so annoying. You're right. Hacked away foul. The Philly fanatic. What third baseman I want? I'll address that stuff more when it's the right time. There really isn't a need to talk about what third baseman do I want to see for the Mets, because right now it's going to be a combination of JD, VR, and one of McNeil and Baez when Lindor's back. So Conforto rips one. It'll be play. Oh yeah, it will be playable. Good contact, just not deep enough. Dude, oh my God. Every single time Air catches this ball, it has no chance. It's insane. Have a good one, Mr. Knight. Appreciate you chiming in. Always, buddy. Dara wants some ice cream. You go get her some ice cream. Priorities first. Appreciate you chiming in, no less. Have a good one. All right, guys. If the Mets are still down by a run after this inning, when would you like to see GG come in? Do you want to see GG in the 7th or the 8th? If the Mets do not score a run this inning, let me know. That's going to be a 94 heater right down the pipe. It's 0-1 on the count. Larry, another $5 dono. Thank you for that, buddy. How is the other catcher the Mets picked up from Baltimore? They should bring him up. Oh, Mets aren't going to call up any catcher. No, not at all. They're more than comfortable with McCann and Nito. I appreciate the donation, but yeah, no. Cisco, he's not going to be called up. Only chance that would even make sense is if injuries happen, and knock on wood, that of course don't want to see that happen. And no, Cisco's not better than McCann. Stop it. Everyone, don't know hype in the chat, though, for Larry with the $5 donation again. Thank you, Larry. Always appreciate you, buddy. You guys saying 8th? Okay. All right. All you guys are saying 8th is when you'd like to see GG in the stream if the Mets are still losing by then. So that's fine. We'll aim for the 8th, but hopefully that doesn't happen because the Mets get a run before then. And the 2-2. And that's going to be hacked away foul the right side. And a 2-2. Fastball outside. Full count here to McCann. Oh, and Doran McNeil cool now? I haven't seen anything to suggest they aren't. They had whatever beef they had. They squashed it. I'm sure they're fine. I'm sure it brought them closer. It's full count, though. How's it going, Joe? Thank you for being here, buddy. 1-0 Marlins lead here in the top of the 6th. 12 pitches in for Hess and relief now of the southpaw Garrett and the 3-2. And McCann's going to hack that one off foul the right side again on the 95 heater. Noah is expected to be back in beginning of September. Still full count here to McCann. And the pitch. And that's going to be ground out. Got on top of that. And there's 2 away. Because, of course, there is. I have no clue what the expectation will be for Noah once he's back healthy with the team. If the Mets get anything out of him, then great, but it's not something I'm expecting. It's not something I'm, hoping. I'm hoping for it, but I'm not betting on anything at all. Anything Noah can provide for the Mets down the stretch will be key, but we'll see what he can do. I have no clue what we can expect, and rightfully so. I don't think anyone can at this point in time for good reason. First pitch to Almora is going to miss there on the slider, down and away. It's 1-0. Almora, who's 2 for 2 on the day, and also a beautifully dived catch this past inning in center. Having a great day. Best player for the Mets so far this game. Not named Rich Hill. Pitches in the dirt now. It's 2-0 on the count to Almora. And the 2-0. Almora hacks that one off foul the right side. 95 heater. 2-1 on the count. Albert Almora Jr. gets an opposite field double. Oh my God. What? What a game by Almora. My good. Everyone, I'm in the chat for Almora. 3 for 3. What a. Oh, please tell me he's safe. He's safe. He's safe. Rojas didn't even tag him. He's safe. All right, guys. The Mets once again have a 2-out base runner and once again also have them in scoring position. Now, Brandon Nemo's coming to pinch hit, folks. Yes, I am worried about the schedule. Absolutely. Larry with the $5 donation. Thank you so much for that, Larry. Is your dog a rally dog too? No, she's not a rally dog. like the Mets too, or does she likes the Mets too, but she ain't the rally dog. Gigi is the rally rabbit. My dog ain't the rally dog. It isn't the same. I appreciate the donation again, though. Thank you so much for that, Larry. Don't know hype in the chat. So Albert Almora Jr. is on with 2 outs. Runner on second, top of the 6th. Mets are down by a run with Brandon Nimmo getting his first at-bat of the day. Everyone, again, I know you probably did it, but show some more love for Albert Almora Jr. in the chat. No, he has had an unbelievably difficult year. Almora, as we know, he just has not looked good at the plate at all. Has been strong defensively, but between his injuries and just not looking good at the plate, there hasn't been too many positives to take away from Almora. So this is a massive game. I'd say this is probably Almora's biggest game of the year. I know that he's even had a home run or two, but this is huge. So, guys, show some love to Almora in the chat. He deserves it today. 100%. He needed a game like this. He really did. So I'm very happy for him. Is my pet spayed? My dog is fixed. My bunny still needs to be fixed, however, because she just like is just a half-year old. So now is about the time where I have to get her fixed. So 1-0 on the count for Nimmo. Come on, Brandon. Come on, baby. And everyone heckled Rojas before the game to have Almora in. I was about to myself, but I realized there was actually rationale behind it, and there usually is, even if it doesn't go right. But no less, strong move by Rojas for sure. It's 2-0 now on the count. Brandon with his great eye per usual. Jeff is on the bench because, again, Rojas did not want to push Nimmo and McNeil today on short rest after having a long game yesterday, with them both having hamstring issues to varying degrees throughout the year. Never want to get too risky with things, especially down the stretch here, which I understand. The 2-0. Nimmo takes another fastball for a call ball. Brandon Nimmo is 1 ball away from getting a walk. Surprise, surprise. 3-0 now on the count for Brandon. Jonathan VR is on deck. Just take your pitch, Nimmo. I don't care if it's a strike or a ball. Just take your pitch. And he swung. Okay. That's ballsy. Why did Rojas give him the okay to swing 3-0 there? What is with this? I'm fine. It fouled off. It's fine. It would have been a called strike anyways, but man. All right, folks. Runner on second. 2 outs. Top of the 6th. 22 pitches in for reliever Hess, the right-hander. 1-0 Marlins lead and the pitch, and that's going to be a called strike. And Nimmo thought he had a walk. He did not. And now it's full count to Nimmo. These umps have just been something else all game, man. Just nicked the corner. But again, pitches far worse than that have been called strikes today. All right, Nimmo, if anything's even remotely close to the zone, make sure you're hacking. And the 3-2. Nimmo hacks on 1 foul. Okay, right down the pipe. Behind on it. No less, still 3-2 on the count. Oh my God, Steve Gelbs just said that is the second time in Nimmo's career he swung 3-0 on a count. What? Is that part of Rojas wanting him to be more aggressive? Is that Rojas giving him the sign? What? That's crazy. That is fair. I know he is pinch hitting, but again, that's literally his second time in his career. That's how rare it is. So. And the 3-2. There you go. A take by Nimmo. Gets his walk. He wanted that so bad. All right, folks. Jonathan VR is on. is coming up to the plate now. Runners on first and second. Mets have had runners on base every single inning. 2 outs, though, here. Marlins have just made a call to the bullpen. Jonathan VR is now coming up, folks. And first pitch to VR. It's going to hack down one foul to the left side, 0-1. They have as strong of a chance as anyone else, Omar, for sure. On 1 on the count here. VR swings right through the 96 heater. Mets are down to their last strike of the inning. And the 0-2. And VR hacks on one foul. Still 0-2 on the count. Who's pitching is right-hander reliever Hess, who had a sub-4 ERA going into this game in 11 appearances. They should put in McCann. Larry, another $5 donor. Thank you, Larry. Everyone hype in the chat for Larry for the donation. They can't put in McCann, though. McCann's in the lineup already, Larry. And the 0-2. And that's fastball way upstairs. 1-2 now on the count. VR takes the ball. My stomach's starting to hurt, guys. I'm getting anxious. It's that point in the game. And the 1-2. VR flies one. Is that going to drop? Yes, it will! Run! Finally! Finally! Let's go! Jonathan VR, a bloop single for a run scored. Thank you so much. Oh my, finally! Albert Amora Jr. making it happen with the double to start off things with already 2 outs. Brandon Nimmo walk. VR gets his first hit of the game. Oh, such a clutch at bat. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Hype in the chat. This game's tied. Finally! Finally! Goodness gracious. Oh, it was so frustrating. Thank you. Thank you. Never been so excited for a damn run. They needed this so bad. This has been smash that like and subscribe button, guys. Again, if you're just chiming in, appreciate you all. Help us get 130 likes for the next short-term goal if you're just chiming in, everybody. Mets have officially tied this game up thanks to a Jonathan VR Oppo bloop single with 2 outs. Albert Amora Jr. is your first star of the game. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Thank goodness. Finally. So, thank God. Finally, the ice has been broken. Come on, Pete. Let's continue this inning. Let's go, baby. Tie game, folks. Finally. And the 0-1. And Pete's going to hack that one foul the right side, waiting way out there to poke that slider. It's now 0-2. Larry with another $5 donation saying to get Pepto if my stomach hurts. I'll do it after the game just for you, Larry. Thank you. You're funny. Appreciate the donation always. All right, Pete, choke up on that bat, baby. What a relief that they at least got a run. It's ridiculous that that's what we have to get so excited about, but man, You couldn't even buy a run with how this game was going. So thank goodness. Oh, 94 heater sails way up high. Alfaro just gets the glove on it. It's 1-2 now on the count. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Game is tied 1-1, folks. Thanks to Jonathan VR Oppo bloop single to bring in Mr. Albert Almora Jr. from second. Oh, yeah, McNeil chokes up on the bat big time. And the 1-2 to Pete. Pete does not go. Good take again. 2-2. Back even now on the count. Come on, Pete. Just poke one, Pete. Just poke one. And the 2-2. Good take by Alonso. Slider down and away. No chase there. Full count now. Great take, Pete. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Get locked in, Pete. G-O-O-D-E-Y-E. Good eye, good eye. That's how we're feeling right now. Shout out everybody in the chat. Thank you for being here, guys. 35 pitches in for Hess. 2 on, 2 out. Full count. Top of the 6th. 1-1 tied ball game. Hess sets pitch number 36, the 3-2. And that's upstairs again. Alonso's walked thanks to 3 straight heaters up and out of the zone. Bases are juiced now, folks, for Mr. Dominic Smith. Mets are once again finding themselves in a bases juiced situation. Last time was going back to the first inning where they did not get anything out of it after having bases juiced with no outs. So we'll see if things will be different here. Hess's day is done. They're bringing in another reliever from Miami. I'm not sure if it's a lefty or righty. We'll find out. I will just say that's the beauty about Dom in this scenario. If it is a lefty, Dom hits lefties. So no, GG is not needed. I do not think GG is needed. We'll bring GG in the 8th if the Mets are losing, but fingers crossed they aren't. Hopefully GG only comes in the stream today if the Mets prevail in the end. This is the last thing I want to do is bring GG in right now, the Rally Rabbit, and then, that's going to do it for the inning. I don't want to jinx anything. Dom has 2 hits on the game already. Let's see what he can do here. How are we feeling, though, Mets fans? How's everybody feeling in the chat? Let me hear your thoughts always, guys. Let's see. Pretty sure the Marlins won division last year. Short season. Yeah, short season, and their roster was quite different because they sold off at this year's deadline. Now Paul Campbell, right-hander, with a sub-9 ERA and 5 appearances this season, is coming in relief against Dom Smith. 20 likes away from 130 in the chat. Thank you, guys. Help us get 130 for the next short-term goal. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new and you enjoy consistent Mets content, all things Mets. We're the largest and fastest growing channel here on YouTube for everything Mets related. It's all because of you guys. So again, thank you all so much, everyone in the chat, for that. You have no idea how much it always means to me. Come on, Dom. Let's go, baby. Bases juice, 2 outs, game tie, top of the 6th in Miami. Dom Smith sets. He's 2 for 3 on the day thus far. Camel gets ready for his first pitch. And the 0-0. That's going to be a curveball for a called strike. That was a ball. And it's 0-1 on the count. Garbage. And the 0-1. That's a 93 paint right there. It's 0-2 now. Should be 1-1. Instead, the Mets are down to their final strike. Ridiculous. And the 0-2. And Dom's going to hack that one. It's going to drop, and that's going to do it for the inning. Fucking, bullshit. Not mad at Dom. I'm mad at this damn ump. Seriously. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Mets left a run. If I had a nickel for the amount of time the Mets have left double-digit players on base this season, I'd have a lot of nickels. What's up, Matthew? Ugh. Man, that's frustrating. Matthew, people are just going nuts because of the fact that the Mets have had bases juice multiple times today and have had multiple runners on like every inning. So I can't fault people for being frustrated with that because I am too. Just the ump's just been so bad though. That's ridiculous. That should not have been an 0-2 count. Time to open the Jack Daniels. Enjoy yourself, Darren. All right, folks, we're hitting the bottom of the 6th. Miguel Castro is coming in once again in the series. 3.40 ERA and 44 appearances this season. Come on, Miguel. The towering 6'7" footer. Let's make this a quick inning, please. And the pitch. And that's going to be a called strike right down the lane. 99 heat from Miguel Castro. At least that's a good change of pace, right? You go from Rich Hill, He's chopping out around 88, 89 to 10 more in Castro, who can easily touch 100. 87 misses there with a slider outside. It's 1-1. Yeah, Castro always looks very swaggy. He's got that look to him for sure. And a 1-1. And that's going to be, a nice off-speed pitch down the middle. Hainer for sure. Caught Jazz by surprise, and it's 1-2. And the 1-2. Misses way outside there with the off-speed pitch. 2-2 now on the count. And that's going to be pulled into the shift. VR tosses to Pete, and now there's one away. Who's got more swag? Stroman, Castro, Lindor, Baez. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Ooh. That's actually really tough. A part of me wants to lean Stro. Especially for him being a pitcher. It's he's rare. He's kind of in his own land with how he acts on the mound at times. But they're all great picks. Lindor, Baez, you can't go wrong with any of them. Slider down and away. It's gonna be 1-0 on the count. Dennis, respectfully, no one's gonna take you seriously when you spell and barrel like that. With all due respect, my friend. Is it just Walter with the hard-hitting questions? Is it just me, or does McCann not grab his balls as much as he was the first half? I'm not paying attention to him grabbing his junk, so I think that's something that you need to pay more attention to because you're already like halfway there. Let me know what results you come up with. 2-0 on the count here, folks, to Alfaro. And that's going to be pulled. It's looking like a little bloop. Baez is going after it, and he makes the catch. Baez doing his best outfield impression there, running back. Great little snag there to prevent a potential bloop hit and center left. And now there's 2 away. Baez with the slick glove. Another day at the office for Javi Almago. Two-way and the 0-0. 98 heat down the lane. 0-1 on the count to Lewis Brinson. Jose Peraza. I see the slimmest similarities between Peraza and Drake and facial appearance. Like the slightest though. Drake is a Walmart Jose Peraza and looks. The only thing they got going for them is the beard. And that's going to be a slider called strike 3. Beautiful inning. Oh my, Miguel Castro. Thank you, my man. Thank you. Castro was really struggled, in the second half this year. Has looked far better as of late. Thank you, Miguel. We needed that. Big K. Everyone get some K hype in the chat for Castro. My members, we should have a K emoji you guys can use, of course. Big strikeout for Castro. Love to see that. He struck him out. Absolutely. Yeah, the Peraza home run off Hader was insane. Absolutely nuts. Baez is going to reach second. That was my initial belief, but something tells me he's going to toy between second and third. I think they're really going to go with whatever they feel is best, especially based on matchups. I think we're going to see Javi at both second and third at times. And whichever position Javi isn't at, McNeil will be at. Why do I think we've been losing so much lately? Just have not had clutch hitting, unfortunately. Haven't had as stable of a pitching rotation as we've liked, like what we've seen in the first half. Um, and yeah, that's really it. His arm, he can play third, no problem. Yeah, he can play third, no problem. But again, he doesn't have as much experience at third versus McNeil. So that's the only thing. I don't know what route they're gonna go and they feels best. I usually watch SNY for the broadcast. Castellanos is your top priority. Don't don't get yourself sold on the notion the Mets are going to go in on Castellanos this offseason. We'll see what happens, but um, there's reason to believe why that wouldn't happen. Mainly defense. Again, though, we'll see. We'll see. You guys know whatever happens with the Mets in the offseason, whoever they show interest in, you rest assured your boy's going to be covering it. And the 0-0. And that's going to be a ball. Misses there with the curveball for Campbell on JD Davis. And that's how we get started here in the top of the seventh. 1-0 on the count of JD. He was 0 for 2 of the day. 2 strikeouts and a walk. Do I think the Mets re-sign Baez? More than likely, yes. All right. Oh, wow. Borderline strike, but they do call it a ball. 2-0. Misses there with the outside corner. The 2-0. Fastball upstairs. Misses there. 3-0 now on the count of JD. And that's fine for Bryant. I mean, it sucks that he's still in the division because the Giants are going to be a problem for the Mets. JD gets walked on 4 pitches. But again, the whole Bryant thing, I'm going to save for the trade deadline video I want to do. My goal is to get that video out tomorrow because there won't be any more streams on the channel until next week. So I aim tomorrow to get the last piece of content out before the weekend hits. And I'll expand more on Bryant. All right, 1 on, no out. Top of the 7th, folks, for Javi Baez. Javi's 0 for 3 today with 3 strikeouts. And first pitch swing is going to be fouled back. It's 0-1 on the count. And the 0-1. Fastball inside, 93. It's now going to be 1-1 on the count to Baez. Javi, again, if you guys don't recall, if you weren't paying attention, had himself a massive game for the Mets yesterday. And their victory over the Marlins 5-3 was the reason for 2 of those runs being scored. One of them was an opposite field, a line drive home run. Other was a swim dive to be safe at home plate. A beautiful dive by Baez. Only Javi does stuff like that. It's insane. But he finished his day 2 for 5 yesterday. Three and 1 to Baez here. Javi hacks someone back. A good pitch to hit. And it's full count now. My day's going solid, Master. Umbreon, how are you, my man? Happy to have you here. Twelve pitches in for Campbell. In the top of the seventh, tosses back to first. JD ain't going anywhere. To Joe Panic. Joe Panic, your very traditional first baseman. Sarcasm. Full count here. 1-1 tied ball game. Top of the seventh, everybody. Checks back at first again. Feeling indecisive on what to throw Baez. I don't know where we are in the like count again, guys, but please make sure to smash that like and subscribe button always. Appreciate you all. Again, thank you so much for the continued support, everybody. Crazy game. Very, very frustrating game, to say the least. The 3-2 by Campbell, however. And that's going to be a hacked away foul again by Baez. Yeah, I mean, again, the Marlins are just such a pesky team. You know, a one that the Mets haven't taken nearly enough advantage of, given the opportunities they've had. But Marlins have notoriously done this in this year and years past, and not just the Mets. It's been most teams in the division, especially the Phillies. And Javi strikes out for his first K of the day. Great. Asia, I'm not going to answer that question just because there's no need for that kind of stuff to go public, in my opinion. Regardless if it's for or against it, just not the kind of conversation I'm trying to have with anyone right now. Golden sombrero, yeah, it's not fun. VR had the golden sombrero yesterday, and now it's passed on to Javi. First pitch, Conforto swinging in the pitch, down and in on the off-speed pitch. It's 0-1. LFGM indeed, Tim. And that's going to be pulled. Oh, so close. They get the force out on JD going to second, but Conforto gets on from fielder's choice. The damn shift. So annoying when that happens, when it's not in the Mets' favor, right? DFA him. He's not getting DFA'd, Ryan. Oscar, it seems you're new here, my friend. We don't show the game. That's why in the title you don't see anywhere where it says I'm showing the game. There's a reason why it says reaction, my friend. McCann up with 2 outs and a runner on first, and first pitch to him. Going to hack that one foul on a fastball that was just out of the zone, 0-1. And the 0-1. Big swing to miss with a slider. It's now 0-2. And the 0-2. Slider misses down and away. 1-2 now. Who do I think has the smoothest swing in MLB currently? You know, up until his woes this year, I think Michael Conforto has one of the smoothest swings in all baseball. There's some bias there, but that's one of the reasons why I've been such a big fan of his. I love his swing. Outside the Mets, however, as McCann chops on one foul. Smoothest swing. You know, I love Ohtani's. I really do. I think his swing is the most unique in baseball, especially with how much he turns his hips in to then go out. It's insane. And that's going to do it for the inning. Quick round out. Now the Mets head to the bottom of the seventh, folks. Still tied 1-1. Vlad has a big swing. I wouldn't say it's the smoothest, however, though. Devers has a good swing too, for sure. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other smooth swings now. Votto's got a smooth swing. Yeah. It's not my favorite though. My favorite player is Conforto, which again is just not sitting well with a lot of people because Conforto is not doing well this season, as we know. If you haven't picked up that notion by now. Machado does not have the smoothest swing in baseball. No way. Respectfully, no way. Turner has a good swing. I don't think it's the smoothest, though. I love Makata's swing. I love Yoan Makata. He's a beast. Nimmo doesn't have the smoothest swing. Tatis definitely doesn't have the smoothest swing. He's very aggressive. He's very all over the place. Schwarber has a good swing, but he gets a lot under of a lot of pitches. Schwarber's very swing and miss. Lindor has a nice swing, but I can't pick as the smoothest, especially because he's switch. So it's hard to rate his. Under 10 likes away from 130 in the chat, guys. Continue to smash that like and subscribe on if you're enjoying the stream. Love and appreciate you all. Thank you so much in advance. Yeah, lefties have smoother swings for sure. That's 100% true, in my opinion, at least. Favorite player growing up was probably David Wright. Jose Reyes was up there too. But it really came with Conforto because again, I've been a Mets fan my whole life, but I did not start following baseball like on a day-to-day basis until at 2015. It hasn't been crazy long like most of you guys. So when Michael showed out in the World Series, it's kind of been ever since for me. Harper has a very aggressive swing. 1-1 on the count here for Drew Smith. He's gained some relief once again this series for the second time, at least the second time, against Brian Anderson, third baseman for the Marlins. Thank you for the subscription, Master. I appreciate that. It means a lot. Thank you. And Brian Anderson's going to get a slow chopper. Can JD toss it a first in time? He cannot. Brian Anderson leads off the bottom of the seventh with a single. Anthony, I'm in my personal opinion, with Conforto up until this season, he has been a gradual incline in his performance. Michael hasn't had any significant drop-offs in performance since he really started bursting on the scene. Biggest issue with him early in his career was against lefties, and that's why he wasn't an everyday player. Then he combated that really well, and he's continued to become a better hitter. Had his best year of his career in the shortened season last year. Before that, had a really strong season in 2019. But again, this year is unprecedented for him, in my opinion, not just because of the contract discussions, but also because of his injury. I will stand firm on that. I firmly believe that him and his injury has been the biggest reason why he has struggled the way he has this year, because he has not been the same hitter since he had that injury. His swing has been looked good yesterday. It hasn't looked terrible today, but no less, he has not looked nearly as locked in since having his injury. Unfortunately, he just hasn't found that groove. As there's going to be a base hit by Joe Panic, as we saw right in between the shift, and now there's 2 on with no out and bottom of the 7th. Drew Smith finds himself in a jam. Posey has a good swing for sure. Double play if you don't shift. Yeah, you're right. Unfortunately, that's where the shift does not go in your favor. This team needs a priest. Murphy was your favorite player? Yeah, Murph had an iconic swing. I felt like I dealt with more of the repercussions of Murph than I did during his time with the Mets, because I really only got to enjoy him for a short time in 2015 when I started getting invested on a day-to-day basis. That amazing playoff run, and then, of course, the Mets being cheap and not bringing him back, goes to the Nationals. I saw Murphy murder the Mets more than I saw Murphy, show out with the Mets, unfortunately. And there you go. Joe Panic gets caught in the transition between Brian Anderson, I should say, between second and third. Love to see that. Love to see that. Poor base running by the Marlins. Javi Baez, they get him caught, and now there's 2 away with only a runner on first. Marlins have had some poor things this series between their defense and base running here. Getting caught right in between first and second. I don't know what Anderson was thinking whatsoever. So I think Anderson ended up starting to run to third because he realized that the other runner was already basically at second. So no less, there's 2 outs, 1 on. De La Cruz stays on first. That was funny. All right, that's going to be hacked away foul. It's by Sierra, and it's 0-1 on the count. Seven pitches in for Drew Smith. Got himself a clutch double play thanks to poor base running by the Marlins. Runner on first. And a big swing to miss now. It's back to 0-2 now. Marlins are down to their last strike here in the bottom of the 7th, folks. All right, guys, everyone in the chat, let me know. Should I bring Gigi in the 8th? Is it warranting to bring Gigi in for the 8th inning as a rally rabbit, or no, because the game is tied? Let me know what you guys think, and I'll do whatever you want me to do. So let me know in the chat. If you guys don't know, I have a bunny. Her name's Gigi. I bring her in the games usually to help the Mets during a rally time, or I bring her in at the end of the game because the Mets prevailed in the end, and it's a victory thing. Ryan, I heard Ryan, you don't need to spam now. The dog ain't coming. Ryan, what did I just say, Ryan? That gets a timeout. I don't understand. I literally just said don't spam, and you continue to spam. Tell me. Gigi's rally rabbit record, I honestly don't know. She does have victories and she does have rallies under her belt, though. I know that much. Eighth inning for Gigi. Okay. Or should she wait till the ninth? How about that? Eighth or ninth inning, guys? Eighth or ninth inning, let me know. Neil, you're right. You're not wrong there, Neil. 2-2 on the count, 2 outs, runner on first. Joseph, we did hit by August. Yep, right on the day of the trade deadline. Yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate it. A lot of eighths and a lot of nines. I'll wait till the ninth. I feel like I should wait till the ninth. I don't know. She can only come in the ninth, however, if the game is still tied. Oh, wait, no. I'm thinking like an idiot. I'm thinking the Mets are home. Never mind. Drew Smith was a strikeout. Awesome strikeout by Drew Smith. And now the Mets head the top of the eighth. Still tied 1-1. Yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait till the ninth. We'll wait till the ninth. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. We're not bringing the dog in. The dog, there is not enough room for the dog. But yeah, we'll wait for the ninth. And I'll be right back. Gonna go use the restroom again, folks. Stay classy. Be back in 1 second. And we back, folks. Oh, 2 on the count here to Almora. And I got something exciting to show you guys. If you just give me a minute. Finally came in the mail. What's up, Matthew? No, I normally last really long with the streams, but it's because I've drank more water than usual today. Almora does not get a hit for the first time all game. That's fine, though. He has 3 hits on the day, including an extra base hit that led to a run. So that's fine with me. 1 away here in the top of the 8th, folks. All right, guys. I got something exciting to show you all. I think you guys are going to like this. Hold on. To everybody here in the stream. Thank you guys for being here. Been waiting for this to come. Woo, baby. All right, folks. Larry with the $5 donation says, you hear about the cat and the birds in Yankee Stadium this week? I did. I saw all that, Larry. Thank you for the donation, my friend. But yes, I did. Oh, that's sick. All right, guys. So your boy, and shout out to Richie at Mets Media for reminding me about this, because I meant to get one a while ago because he got one too. But your boy got himself a little blinged out, folks. So everyone in the stream, look at this. I just need to get the chain with it. But yes, you'll be seeing this in the videos plenty now. It's hard to see. Probably trying to get the angle right here for the camera. Hold on. Let me see if you guys can see it. Hold on. Just trying to get a focus. It's hard to see, but it's blinged out. It's really hard to see under the camera. That just came in the mail. So that's a W. Absolutely. And again, Larry, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate that. I just don't know why. It's all right. All right. Hold on, folks. Who sent? No one sent it. I just ordered it from a website. Larry did not pay for that. No. I'm a bum. Tyler. Oh, that's cute, Tyler. We have the same name. Talk about the game. Tyler, if you're new here, you clearly haven't been paying attention, my man. Happy to have you here, though. By all means, stay. Stay, Tyler. Please. My life's so much better with you in it. Please stay, Tyler. Jeff McNeil's pinch hitting for the first time today. And he goes a little half swing. It's 0-1 on the count. Jeff, who's been really, really solid at the plate. It's 0-1 on the count, top of the 8th. 1-1 on the count. And there's one out here. First pitch in for Detweiler, the southpaw, lefty on lefty, and the 0-1. That's going to be in the dirt. Misses there with the off-speed pitch down and away. And just like that, it's 1-1 on the count. Why can't I clip this? Oh, does McNeil get hit? Yes, he does. Wait, did he get hit? Oh, pardon me. Yeah, Jeff McNeil just got hit, so he gets on first. So there's a one-out base runner now that got way up and in on him. Trying to see where exactly he hit. Where was that? Oh. Hope Jeff's okay. That didn't look pretty. Oh, wait, no, knob of his bat? Okay, never mind. My apologies, guys. It looked like he was hit. It looked like he was prepared to go to first, but he did not get hit after all. Finally. It took forever. My goodness. All right, and McNeil's going to strike out now on, it looks like the off-speed pitch down and away. So now there's 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. So McNeil, after pinching, unfortunately to no avail there. Oh, wow, the tables have turned. I appreciate that, Tyler. Thank you. Yeah, we do these streams very often. That's what I said. Don't judge a book by its cover in the future is all I say. But yeah, no, we do in-game streams all the time. Everything Mets content related, this is the place to be. Appreciate the kind words, buddy. 1-0 on the count here to VR. 2 outs, 1-1 tied ball game. 5 pitches in for the southpaw Detweiler, who's already been in this series, might I add. Top of the 8th, VR coming off of a very solid opposite field single for an RBI. It was a bloop last time around to bring in Almora Jr. to tie this game. It's 2-0 now on the count to him. I've been a Mets fan my entire life, but I didn't start following them on a day-by-day basis until 2015. That was all thanks to my cousin that swayed me and started watching them more. Because I just wasn't that into baseball when I was younger. I was more of a football. I was very much more of a football and a hockey fan. And that's going to be pulled to left. Monster. Just foul. VR, that was the biggest bomb I've ever seen VR hit, and it was just like a smidgen foul. Wow. So close. So close. 2-2 on the count now. 8 pitches in for Detweiler, 2 outs. Tie ball game if you guys are just chiming in between the Mets and the Marlins. This is their series finale. The Marlins are looking to claim the series victory versus the Mets trying to get a series split before they head off into Philly starting tomorrow. Big swing and miss by VR. That's going to end it for the 8th. So the Mets have the bottom of the 8th, I should say. Still tied 1-1, and we will have Gigi in the game for the top of the 9th, folks, to hopefully get some magic. I'm not going to do an NFL channel anytime soon. I don't have time for that. No, I'm 21. This is my year. Finally. Felt like forever. Guys, stop. I see so much profanity after players. Relax. Yes, I'm a Steelers fan. I don't mind the Jets or the Giants, though. I like them both. But yeah, I've just always been a Steelers fan. Just passed down through my dad. Yep. Yeah, most of you guys, if you guys aren't new, you know I'm a Steelers fan. If you've been chiming into the streams enough. I don't follow them nearly as heavily as I do the Mets and for hockey, the Rangers. I might watch some of the Steelers game tonight, but I'm going live again at 7 for to recap this Marlins and Mets series and then preview the series against the Phillies. So I'm sure I won't be watching too much of that Steelers game. Is YouTube going to be a full-time job for me? It is a full-time job for me. It's not going to be. It's been. Yeah. I'm too kind to this Mets mess. I get that. I do. But at the same time, though, in order for the community to grow, you have to, one, be a realist, and two, not try your best not to be a pessimist. I target this team. I call them out. What's warranty of calling out? By no means have I been positive this entire stream. By no means am I happy with this Mets team and their offensive woes lately, by any stretch. But I'm not the type to just continue to be a pessimist, though, either. When at the end of the day, it's baseball. You just need to hope for the best that the next day is going to be better than the last, which is why I love the sport so much. Because it's endless. 162 games goes by before you know it, but it's so much. It's crazy. LFGM indeed. All right, Familia's in the bottom of the 8th. Okay. All right, Jerice coming in for another outing. Okay. And the 0-0. Isan Diaz rips that one right to Baez around second in the shift to Alonso, and now there's one away. First pitch swing, no problem for Familia. As you should, Darren. That sounds fantastic. Pizza and waffles for dessert. You love to see it. Jerice with a 3.41 ERA on the season and 38 appearances thus far, and has himself 47 Ks. And the 0-0. Called strike. Sinker right down at the knees. 0-1 on the count to Rojas. I am not streaming any of the Phillies games, mainly because I will be at the game at Saturday. No in-game live streams are happening after today until next week. And that's going to be a called ball, borderline strike, but called ball on the bottom left corner. And the 1-1. That's going to be hacked away foul. 1-2. Tim, I understand the blown saves hurt us all, but I do not believe the Mets would have won the World Series even if that didn't happen. I really don't. I still felt that the Royals were too tall of a task for the Mets. One-two on the count here. 4 pitches in for Jerice. And the pitch. 98 heater upstairs towards the left side. 2-2. Back even on the count. Okay, that's going to be pitch inside. And it's 3-2. Full count now. Bottom of the 8th, 6 pitches in for Jerice Familia. Second outing in as many days, I should say, because he pitched yesterday. So short rest for Familia today. Oh, that's awesome, Darren. I love that. I love the fact that there's a big Mets community in the UK. Same thing with Phillies. So it's always about spreading the game. Now is a strike, but they call it a ball. So Miguel Rojas gets on with a 1-out walk. That's really oh my god. I can't, man. I really can't. The amount of missed calls I've happened today, I should have tallied them. I've done that in previous streams where I actually tally the calls. I need to do that next time. Because it's ridiculous. You know, Angel Hernandez was pretty bad yesterday. But this guy's even worse, which is crazy. Aniolo called strike at 97 at the knees. 0-1 on the count to Jazz. $15 likes away from 150, guys. Continue to smash those buttons if you haven't already. Thank you in advance, everybody. Chaz gets himself a base hit. Runner's going to advance. Oh, no. Rojas is going to stay at second. Okay, so Marlins have runners on first and second with one out here in the bottom of the eighth. Too much of the plate there by Familia. But these calls have still sucked. That doesn't help, though. Alfaro's coming in, 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout. One 0 on the count here to Alfaro. If umps were actually held accountable this year, let alone at all, there would be no umps. Simple as that. There would be no umps left. Nice sinker there by Familia, and now it's 1-1 on the count. Phillies, it'll be Kyle Gibson to start things off tomorrow. And then it'll be, and that's going to go opposite field base hit. Miguel Rojas rounds third. And the Marlins, no way. I think McCann got him. They need to review that. I thought McCann tagged him. Review that, please. Oh, no, he's safe. Rojas just got it there before McCann could turn. Fuck. All right, we're really going to need the rally rabbit in the ninth now. Man. I can't blame McCann. Rojas just outran him. The ball didn't get to McCann in time to make that tag. Ugh. That's a heartbreaker right there. Marlins are up by 1 right now in the bottom of the eighth. Great. Fantastic. Oh, my God. All right, they're giving the talking to Familia. Man. That's heartbreaking. Oh, my God. We're going to need some GG magic in the ninth. I hope Gigi's ready. As pissed off as I am about the umps, the Mets should have more than one run in this game. It comes down to them at the end of the day. There's no way in hell you're going to win a game with one run. First pitch to Brinson, the 0-0. Runners on the corners, 1 out. Swings through the sinker. 0-1 on the count. Oh, my God. The 0-1. Brinson gets himself an opposite field hit. This game, this game's shot. The Mets are fucked. Man. Wow. Mets didn't execute at all this game. I can be pissed off about blown calls all I want, but this is just unacceptable. It really is. Yennsy Diaz is now coming into the game, folks. Runner still in second. 1 out. Bottom of the 8th. Mets are down by 3 runs. Not looking good at all. Well, of course I'm gonna lose view. Of course, people are gonna leave. I don't end the stream until the game's done, folks. So I'm obviously gonna be hoping for a miracle. I'm not getting my hopes up, however, at all. We'll see what happens. But Mets down by 3. They've had every single inning to try executing. They haven't. Man, tough pill to swallow right now. This sucks. Absolutely sucks. My goodness. Yennsy Diaz is coming in. 3.38 ERA thus far for the Mets. Been beyond serviceable for them. 12 appearances so far this season. Again, though, Mets down by 3, bottom of the 8th, soul crushing. They've had every opportunity, like they have this series for the most part, to take advantage of having multiple guys on base, and yet they only have 1 run. inexcusable if they end up losing this game. And the 0-1. It's going to be chopper foul to the left side. And the 0-2 to Brian Anderson. And that's going to be pulled right to JD at third. Tosses the first, and now there's 2 away. Again, guys, if you're just chiming in, the Mets have given up 3 runs from Jeurys Familia here in the 8th. I had a nervousness with Familia coming in, mainly because I know he gave up a bomb to Jesus Aguilar yesterday. Short rest, he got out of the jam, no less, but that was tough. Very, very tough. Again, though, the Mets have had so many guys on base in this game. Like, four runs should not be too much of a hurdle for this team to get over. But if you're looking at what the Mets have done this game, it almost feels inevitable. They have a huge hill to climb, and it's going to be awfully tough for them to climb it right now. Pop up to JD, and that's going to do it for the inning. So Mets get out of the 8th, but not unscathed. They are losing 4-1, heading to the top of the 9th. My goodness. I was supposed to bring Gigi in for the 9th. I don't know what to do now. I don't want people to get mad at her if they don't come back. I'll just bring her in because regardless of the outcome, at least you guys can see a bunny. That never hurts. And if you're not inclined to see a bunny, then you're just heartless. So I'm good. I'll bring her in. I don't care. That's fine. Whatever. We have nothing to lose at this point. All right, we back. We got Gigi. Anthony Bender, who of course has a just over 2 ERA on the season, is trying to get the save for the Marlins. Mets have a tough hill to climb. We brought Gigi back in the stream, though, so everyone say hi to Gigi. We got the Rally Rabbit. Again, don't blame her if they don't come back. Look how this game has gone. Be no different. But I know some people want to see her, so we brought her back in. She's got the actual GG bandana on, the Mets bandana. So big swing missed by Pete, though. 0-1. Not looking good. What's up, Bambino? Yeah, we have a rally rabbit in. That's the only upside I take from this game now is GG. Literally it. That's literally it. That's it. This is all we got. Called strike. 0-2 to Pete here on the top of the ninth. Mets bandana. That's all we got right now. Pete's going to pull that one, and that's going to be taken there by Rojas. Oh, Alonso's safe. Rojas struggled. It was a little weird there. So Mets do have a leadoff runner on base here with no outs at the top of the ninth. Take that as you will. Thank you, Brandon. Yeah, we got that as soon as the Mets trade for Baez in the background. All right, Dom Smith is now up. Dom has 2 hits on the day. See what he does here. And the 0-0. Dom rips that one. Oh, it's caught. Wow. What a catch by Jazz as Dom is pissed. Ridiculous catch. Whew. So there's one away. Neil, shut up. Dom doesn't suck. He has 2 hits today. That would have been a single any day of the week if that shift wasn't there. Dom was in disbelief, literally. 1 away, 1 on, top of the 9th, folks. Mets are trying to come back. We got Gigi the Rally Rabbit. Again, she ain't going to provide too much rally today, I don't think. But no less. JD Davis now at the plate, the 0-0. And that's going to be a slider that misses down and away. And it's 1-0 on the count. One on the count. 1 out. 1 on. Top of the 9th. Bender sets. Pitch number 6 underway. And that's going to be a nicely placed heater right inside. 1-1 on the count now. JD swings through the slider down and away. 1-2 now on the count. And the 1-2. Way outside with the slider there. No shot. Back to even on the count. 2-2. And the 2-2. JD does not go. He did not go. Thank you. Full count. Full count to JD Davis. Full count. Javi Baez is on deck. He's 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts today. They're going Sombrero. And the 3-2. Oh, all right. That's ball 4. Bender gives up his second walk of the night. So now there's runners on first and second. Pardon me, not walk. The first one was a single, infield single, looks like, from Pete. Now Javi Baez is up. Baez is 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. I'm not going to push my luck here. Golden sombrero for Baez today. He's at the plate, though. All right, folks. Runners first and second, 1 out. Javi Baez at the plate. Top of the 9th. Mets are down 4-1. First pitch to Baez is underway by Bender. He sets the pitch. That's going to be top of the zone ball, but we call it a strike because this umpire is absolute dog shit. And yes, we have Gigi in the stream. Shout out to Gigi. What's up? Yes, we have Gigi in the stream. Not that I think it's going to change much, but I know a lot of people want her in here, so we brought her in. 0-1 on the count. Baez rips out 1, beautifully placed, but hacked foul. 0-2. Baez has been not timing anything today, unfortunately. All the pitches he's had to hit, he's fouled back. And the 0-2. Oh, it does not go. Good take by Baez. 1-2 now on the count. Yes, this is a rabbit. Her name's Gigi. It's my rally rabbit, which we like to call her. She's a lion head. She's half a year old. Everyone say hi to Gigi. Ooh, Gigi, calm down. And the 1-2. Fuck! I knew it. You knew it. Slider, no chance for Baez. 5 strikeouts for Javi today. Mets are down their final out. Of course, Michael's in the situation. 2 outs, 2 on, top of the 9th. First pitch to Conforto is going to take a called strike right at the knees. Inside corner, 0-1. Uh, 15 pitches in for Bender. And the 0-1. Conforto takes another called strike. That time a changeup, it looks like. Changeup or slider. Either way, it's in. And the Mets are down their final strike. And the 0-2. Conforto just chops out 1. Oh, there's an error. Everyone's safe. There you go. Bases loaded with 2 outs. Conforto gets the end of the barrel to go opposite field and the infield. Mets have 2 infield hits now, looks like, in the actual inning. Because baseball. Wow. All right, bases juice for the 3rd time in today's game. At least 3 times. At least 3 times. All right, Brandon Drury's coming in to pinch hit now for James McCann. We're all going through the emotions, folks. Yep, they're playing Drury in now, folks. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just going with the flow right now. Yeah, going with the flow. She's going with the flow too. Two outs, bases juiced. Top of the ninth. Mets down 4-1. And the 0-0. Fastball misses in the dirt. Down and away. 1-0 on the count. And the 1-0. Drury takes a 97 heater at the knees for a called strike. That's fine. 1-1. And the 1-1. Drury rips a one foul. Mets are once again down to their final strike. Oh, oh. She didn't like that. She didn't like that. One, two on the count. Bases loaded. 2 outs. 20 pitches in for Bender. Drury chops that one foul, third baseline. Still 1-2 on the count. And the 1-2. Slow chopper by Drury. Oh my, what? A run comes in. What is this inning? Are you joking? 4-2. We've seen basically 3 infield base hits by the Mets in the ninth. Like, what is happening? Brendan Drury just got a chopper that hit off the mound. Funny. Bender just got the glove on it, but it helped ricochet enough where it just skipped up and no one could get to it. What is going on? All right, guys, it's a 2-run ball game. Bases juice, 2 outs. I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm just going with the flow, like I said. What is going on though? First pitch to Almora, and that's going to be a 96-seater inside for a called strike. 2 errors, a walk, and an infield base hit. Is that what we're getting at? My goodness. Good take by Almora. It's 1-1 on the count. What? I can't. What? And that's going to be paint outside corner. It's 1-2. Mets again are down to their final strike. And the 1-2. Almora is going to get a chopper. That should be playable, and that is going to end the inning. You knew it. 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 Mets left 15 runners on base today. My goodness. Crushing. That was so Mets. I had a feeling they were going to get at least one run. Wow. Wow. That's it. That's it, folks. Mets lost this game. If the Phillies win today, they're only a half game behind first, I believe. All we can hope for is that the Phillies and the Braves lose today. Wow. Wow. All right, folks, that's going to do it for the stream. That was a heartbreaker, to put it lightly. Nothing else I really can say more than that. Just Mets did not execute at all with the opportunities given to them. They had endless opportunities all game long, and yet they did not execute at times that they absolutely needed to. Man, that just sucks. No other way to put it. Just absolutely sucks for sure. I'm going to get out of here, though, in a minute, guys. I want to say thank you all so much to everyone that chimed in this stream, because we went on just under 4 hours. Absolutely crazy. Again, appreciate you all, everyone that chimed in this entire time. I'm sorry again on how heartbreaking of a loss this was. Yeah, like I said, it's do or die against the Phillies. If the Mets lose the Phillies series, they aren't first in the division. They could potentially fall all the way to third, depending on how the Braves play. So, man. This is tough. All I can say, unbelievably tough game. It's not for certain if we'll be live later on the channel, just based on how my software is performing. But as long as it's okay, we will be doing another Mets talk, probably around 7 today. So stay tuned for that. If we do it, it's gonna be a real tough pill to swallow to recap this Marlins series. But we'll have to recap it and take a look at the Phillies series starting tomorrow. Just heartbreaking loss. No other way to put it. That's the worst loss of the season right there, in my opinion. I don't see a loss worse than that this season, and a series loss worse than that this season with the Marlins after they sold at the deadline. Just wow. Again, though, I just want to say again, no matter what, I appreciate everyone for their continued support so much. Thank you so much to everyone that chimed in the stream this entire time. It really does mean a lot. Or if you're just chiming in at random times, it really does mean a lot too. Did not go the way we had hoped, not just for this game, but for the series. But no less, we still have more Mets that we got to talk about. But man, oh man, does this put a damper on things for sure. But again, thank you so much, everybody. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Try to. I know it won't be easy. And stay tuned, because we very well might be live again on the channel at 7 for Mets talk for upwards to hour and a half, recapping this series, how much of a heartbreaker it was, and of course, previewing what is going to be the biggest series of the season by far for the Mets against the Phillies. So stay tuned. Have a great rest of your day, guys. I'll talk to you soon. But yeah, really, really tough one. Man, oh man. Talk to you guys later.